What's good, my nieces and nephews of Homie Gang? I bet you wondering, yo, you like, yo, what are you posting right now? Like, what you mean the Uncle HK show? What is this source? All this, you know what I'm saying? Look, as y'all know, I'm now partnered with Caffeine.tv. That is my main live streaming platform. I stream on there every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Go follow me on Caffeine.tv. Feel me? Link's gonna be in the description and in the pinned comment. On Caffeine.tv, they don't call you stream VODs or anything like that. They don't call your stream a stream. They call it shows. You feel me? And then it was like, want to name your show? I was like, HK show. You feel me? So all my streams that I post, that I be doing on Caffeine, I'm gonna be posting them on my YouTube channel, and then the clips and the things I can make out of videos on there, I'm gonna post it on my Uncle HK channel. So go follow my Uncle HK channel. This is the raw, uncut, unedited version of the whole show that I will be always posting on my main channel, because I am trying to expand on here and grow out the 2K community eventually. So I'm gonna be posting my whole VODs for y'all who love watching your Uncle HK before y'all going to bed, or you feel me, like y'all, because you know y'all be throwing on the wager reactions because they be long, hour-long videos of me talking, saying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just on your TV while you're about to go to sleep, or you feel me, when you about to eat your food, or you know what I'm saying? So that's what the Uncle HK show is. So for you, watch about to eat your food, you need something to watch real quick, or when you about to go to sleep and you want TV on, you feel me? But appreciate lovers when y'all go follow me on Caffeine.tv, you feel me? Every Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 10 a.m. actually, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for me in the afternoon. But I do be streaming longer than that a lot sometimes. Go follow me on there. And
Up the smoke, dominate choke, my bro.
I try to look inside the shadow. They tell the bitch that you with the low.
All right, today we're gonna be reacting to a whole bunch of stuff. We got a whole bunch of stuff on the list today to react to. First on the list is why 50 Cent almost got killed. And we probably gonna get some UK drill reactions and stuff. I'm about to get back on my UK drill reactions. We're gonna get back into UK drill reactions, all that. We got a lot. Fix that. Looking right to me. Let's get it.
50 Cent getting shot 9 times and surviving
Yes,
turned him into a rap legend. But over 20 years later, the case still hasn't been officially solved. From rap beef getting violent to a crazy murder for hire conspiracy, there are all kinds of rumors about why someone tried to take him out. Today,
I gotta replay that back. My headset was messed up. All right. We watched 50 Cent. Why 50 Cent almost got
getting
killed.
shot 9 times and surviving turned him into a rap legend.
Think about 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. I don't know how he is still breathing. Like 9 times is a lot.
20 years later,
you gotta be super lucky to get shot 9 times.
From rap beef getting violent to a crazy murder for hire conspiracy, there are all kinds of
yesterday
rumors
night I was
about why someone
late night gaming, boy.
Today, we're
I
breaking
was
it
so
all
tired.
down,
I was on my
answering the question of why 50
mic,
Cent
my
got hit up
old
9
mic,
times
bro,
and almost died before his career even started.
Sounded terrible.
50 came up in Queens and was surrounded by street activity from a young age. His mother was a dealer in the neighborhood, but she tragically died in a house fire when he was just 8 years old. 50 was taken in by his grandparents, but they couldn't keep him from going down the same path as his mom. He started selling crack.
50 Cent looks so different, bro.
Getting busted with guns and drug money in his sophomore year.
Always got a New York cap too, though. One thing about 50 Cent, though, all his years he's always gonna have a New York hat, bro.
He had both feet in the trenches. And in '94, he was booked for selling cocaine to an undercover cop. Less than a month later, he was arrested again after cops found more drugs and a gun in his house. And that's when 50 knew he had to switch up how he was moving. After serving 6 months in a boot camp and getting his GED, 50 started trying to break into the rap game. At first, he was just laying down tracks in his homie's basement. But then, he met Jam Master Jay from Run DMC, and everything changed. Jay taught 50 how to really make records, and in '99, he linked up with a production team called Trackmasters and signed a deal with Columbia Records.
I don't even know 50 Cent was like one of my favorite rappers growing up, bro. As a kid, bro, I was always bumping 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg. 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, bro. Them was like the people I was always on. I was on that. Like when it came to them, I was on that, bro. 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg, I was on that, bro. All right.
50 recorded almost 40 songs in 2 weeks with them.
40 songs in 2 weeks?
Allegedly led to him getting shot and Jam Master Jay killed. 50 dropped the track, Ghetto Tracks, allegedly led to him getting shot and Jam
Master Jay, 1965. Damn.
Master Jay killed. 50 dropped the track, Ghetto Quran, and shouted out all kinds of drug dealers from Queens, including Kenneth Supreme McGriff and his Supreme team. McGriff is one of the most famous drug lords in the city. Back in the 80s, he and the Supreme team were moving a crazy amount of weight, and McGriff allegedly had hundreds of dudes working for him in the streets. But like most massive drug rings, the whole thing came crashing down, and in '89, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison. He got out early in '94, then went back in for violating parole, and came back out in '97. By the time 50 released Ghetto Quran, McGriff was already a legend in the city, and 50 shouted out him and his nephew, Gerald Prince Miller, with the line, "Yo, when you hear talk of the South Side, you hear talk of the team." See,
when you hear talk of the South Side, you hear talk of the team. Niggas feared Prince and respected Preem. For all this slow I'll break it down, Iller. See, Prime was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Remember, he used to push the bulletproof BM.
And respected Preem. For all you slow motherfuckers, I'm gonna break it down iller. See, Preem was the businessman and Prince was the killer. Remember, he used to push the bulletproof BM. Just a few months after the track dropped, 50 was caught by a shooter outside of his grandma's house and got shot 9 times. According to rumors, McGriff wasn't happy with 50 airing out his business on the track. Even the IRS linked 50's shooting to the song, but nobody was ever officially charged. Even though
that's tough. You make a diss song. Well, that's how it is. That's how it is in this day and age, bro. If you see the New York drill scene, if you see the UK drill scene, bro, the Chicago drill scene, the kids is in a never-ending cycle, my boy. They growing up. They starting really young though. Now they starting really young, like 12, 11, going all the way up, bro. 12 to 11. They starting really young, bro, and they getting killed out here, bro. They are getting killed, bro. They are getting killed, bro, because they keep dissing in all these songs. They keep dissing. That's why UK
pretty much
it's still crazy over there.
Named Daryl Baum, aka Homo, was the one who tried to take 50 out. Homo had ties to a lot of dudes and was even Mike Tyson's bodyguard at one point. And just 3 weeks after he allegedly shot 50, Homo was found dead from gunshot wounds. 50 obviously thinks McGriff paid Homo to kill him, and on the track Many Men, he said, "Now man, these putting money on my head. Go on and get your refund, motherfucker, I ain't dead." Then later in the track, he
said, "I ain't breathing." Like he said, he got shot and I got shot, but he still ain't breathing. But I'm the one breathing, something like that. I already know that line is coming up, bro, because that line was so hard to me.
In the Bible, it says, "What goes around comes around." Homo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason.
Because he got shot, because he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't. Dude, that is like one of the hardest lines. Like, bro, whenever I hear that in Many Men, bro, like this is one of the hardest lines in rap to me, bro. This is one of the hardest lines. In the Bible, it says, what goes around comes around. Homo shot me. 3 weeks later, he got shot down. Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason, because he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Oh my God, that was one of the hardest lines.
I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. Ghetto Quran is allegedly what sparked everything. But there's another reason why McGriff might have tried to kill 50. Back when McGriff got out of prison in '94, he wanted to get into cinematography and linked up with Irv Gotti from Murder Inc. Records. And from that point on, Murder Inc. and McGriff were all—
That looks like Lamar from BMF, bro. If y'all watch BMF, that looked like Lamar from BMF.
In '99,
same exact dude.
Ja Rule was the label's biggest star, and 50 took shots at Ja and the whole label with the track Lights on the Line. Murder Inc. affiliates were known for yelling, "It's murder." So 50 flipped it and implied they were all capping with the lines, "Scream murder."
Murder, I don't believe you. Murder around and leave you. Murder, I don't believe you. Murder, your life's on the line.
I don't believe you. Murder, fuck around and leave you. Murder,
50 Cent was
I
a
don't
demon
believe
back
you,
then, bro.
murder,
He was on
murder,
everybody.
lights on the line. Nobody really knows why Ja and 50's beef started. They both came up in the same neighborhood, but they've been at war for over 20 years at this point, and it doesn't seem like they'll ever squash it. According to 50, it all started because Ja got his chain snatched in the hood and later saw 50 laughing with the dude who took it. Ja admits that his chain was stolen from a dude they both knew.
The guy with the gun won. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. You got the gun, all right, here, take that, hold on to that, nigga. Okay. Not a problem. You know what I'm saying?
But he says 50 side of the
That's a smart move. A lot of people would say Ja Rule a bitch for that. A lot of people, but I say he is smart. Like a lot of these gangsters in the hood, bro, be like, he a bitch for that. He willingly took off his chain and gave it to him. Bro, if a guy has a gun to you, bro, some people be trying to act too hard. They be like, no, I'm not taking it off. You gonna have to take it off. That's how they get killed, bro. Like when somebody robbing you and you, no, art fight, that's how you get killed. Bro, just give it to him and spin back, bro. Get your get back. Spin back. That's how I see it. What's good? What's good? You at school? You just cooling at school? What's good at school? What you doing at school? What class you in, nephew?
The story is all cap.
You over here
50
chilling,
and Ja
reacting.
ended up getting into a fight after they were booked on the same show in Atlanta. And then a few months later, a Murder Inc. artist named Black Child stabbed 50 when their crews ran into each other at a studio. That all went down just a few months before 50 was shot 9 times. And some people believe his beef with Ja is the real reason he got hit up. But 50 wasn't the only dude
his beef
who
with
ended up
Ja
getting hurt over
got
the
him hit up.
situation. After Ghetto Quran dropped, McGriff allegedly tried to blackball 50 from the industry and warned everyone not to work with him anymore. And when Jam Master Jay didn't listen, it allegedly cost him his life. On October 30th, 2002, Jay was in his recording studio in Queens when somebody walked in and shot him in the head. And a year later, McGriff, Irv Gotti, and his brother Christopher Gotti were all investigated by the feds over Jay's death. According to the investigation, McGriff had been using Murder Inc. as a front to launder drug money for years, and the feds ended up raiding the label and arresting the Gotti brothers on laundering charges.
I'm in math right now. I ain't doing no work. So I hate math class, bro. Oh my God. What grade you in, nephew? What grade you in? I used to hate math so bad, bro. Math was a class I just did not look forward to. Like, and for some reason, English. I hated English, bro. Like, I could go in history if we was talking about some of the wars and stuff that was interesting. But when you talking about math, bro, and the algebraic stuff, geometry, yo, bro. 11th is my teacher African. Oh yeah, so I know he's strict. Oh yeah. I know he's strict. If he African, yeah, cause my parents was African, bro. You bring home a B, they on your ass. I already know that. Bro. Let me move my chat over here so I can get back. I already know they on your ass, boy. That teacher right there, bro. Oh nah. I hated math, bro, with a passion, bro. I couldn't imagine just doing that today.
They ended up getting found not guilty, but McGriff didn't get off as easily. In 2007, he was convicted of murder for hire after he paid $50K to have 2 of his ops taken out in 2001. And while he was never charged with Jay or 50 shootings, it's clear that McGriff had the ability to get people killed. While there's a lot of evidence pointing towards McGriff hiring Homo to kill 50, it turns out that Jam Master Jay's situation might be more complicated. Jay was a legend in the game, but according to rumors, his financial situation had been on the decline for a long time, so he tried to get into the coke game. In 2020, 2 arrests were finally made in the case, and Ronald Washington and Carl Jordan Jr. were indicted for Jay's murder. According to the indictment, Jay bought 10 keys of cocaine from a dude in Maryland and planned on having Washington and Jordan help him move it. But something went down between the 3 of them.
Boy, that is like some Paid in Full story right there. This is like a story from Paid in Full, bro. Like he bought all them keys, asked his mans to move it, help him move like 10 keys, and he got shot. Like that's exactly how Paid in Full. Did Paid in Full take this story and make it? Like, is that where they got this story?
Washington and Jordan helped.
No, Paid in Full came out.
Something went down between the 3 of them. Jay allegedly cut him out, and that's why they killed him in his own studio. The trial set to start in November, 21 years after Jay's tragic death. Right now, it looks like a drug deal gone wrong, but if McGriff and 50 are connected to it at all...
Wait, they bring in a trial 21 years after this happened? That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. Wait, let me listen to that back. They bring in a trial 21 years after this happened?
The trial set to start in November, 21 years after Jay's tragic death. Right now, it looks
1
like
years
a drug
crazy.
deal gone wrong. But if McGriff and 50 are connected to it at all, we'll know soon. Most people believe McGriff is the dude who wanted to have 50 killed. But there's a wild conspiracy theory
How you
that says
shoot 9 shots at 50 and don't get one in the head or nothing like that, bro? No fate. Like that is 50 must have the most the most incredible luck right there. 9 times. This is the same with TJ. TJ too. I'm like, bro, TJ must have the incredible. TJ got hit in his neck too, bro. It's crazy.
Mike Tyson is actually the one behind the hit. There's no evidence to back it up, but some people think Tyson sent Homo after 50. Then Homo was killed after he didn't finish the job. 50 ended up buying Tyson's 52-room mansion later on, and the theory says that the mansion was actually Tyson's way of paying 50 back for trying to have him killed. It's a wild theory, but in reality, the dude who's responsible for Homo's death is actually Damian World Hardy. Hardy was another kingpin in the city who ran a brutal drug ring called Cash Money Brothers with his brother Myron. In 2015,
everybody got a drug
he
ring.
was sentenced to life in prison for ordering the deaths of 6
Everybody was
dudes,
moving weight back
including
then.
Homo and his brother Tyrone. According to reports, Homo and his brother were both linked to a dude named Ivory Davis, who was one of Hardy's rivals in the drug game. Davis' nephew allegedly killed Hardy's brother Myron, and after that, Hardy went crazy, taking out everyone who was affiliated with him. It was a tragic and crazy situation that ended with a lot of death, but it doesn't seem like Homo shooting 50 had anything to do with the war between Davis and Hardy. At the end of the day, everyone involved has street connections, and violence is always a possibility when your feet are in the trenches. Luckily, 50 made it out alive and went on to become one of the highest selling rappers of all time and used the crazy experiences he went through to make
50
certified
Cent don't
classics
even
in the
look
booth.
like this no more.
We'll
He
probably
looks
never have a
he
concrete
looks super
answer
skinny.
about
Like he don't
everything
even look
led
like
to him being
himself.
shot. But what we do know is that surviving the streets of Queens back then was basically a miracle. 50 isn't top on the charts like in the 2000s, but his come up in career have already made him a certified living legend.
50 Cent definitely is a legend. 50 Cent definitely is a legend, bro. 50 Cent is definitely a legend, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Let's see. I do want to watch this video.
For those who don't know, Pearly Things is a white content creator. She was born in the States, but then is now based over the pond over in London, and she makes some relationship style videos. In this type of style format that she makes, a majority of the people that are employed by her and have the conversation are black people, in particular a lot of Africans, because they migrated over to where she lives. The reason why all this is important is because it seems like she's making a pivot in her content, being more political based and ideology based, regardless if it's right or left. And her first guest that she decided to bring on was Nick Fuentes.
Oh, I'm not racist.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Nick.
Yeah, I am a little bit
Yeah.
racist.
What?
But listen, but it's not because I hate people. I love people. It's just race is real. Maybe some Brajo.
What did he just say? He just publicly admitted, yeah, I'm racist. What? Hold up. What? Like, I've never heard of this bro before. What?
First guest that she decided to bring on was Nick Fuentes.
Oh, I'm not racist.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Nick.
Yeah, I am a little bit
Yeah,
racist.
I know.
But listen, but it's not because I hate people. I love people. It's just
Hold on. I gotta look him up. Nick Fuentes. What? Nico, Adam 22. Got his Trump flag. Bro, going crazy. Make America Trump. Oh, yeah. I know YouTube done packed him up. He said blacks have the lowest. Bro, what? Oh, yeah. I know they packed him up off YouTube for surely. They for surely had to have packed him up off YouTube. Yo. Republican pal Nick Fuentes swoons over Hitler, bro. Okay, he one of them. All the banks banned him. So this man is that bad, bro. What the heck? I've never heard of him. Let's get into this. Hold on, we might have to look into
race
him.
is real. Maybe some Brajo. There's some Italian
No,
for
but
you.
I will make my black boyfriend some of that.
Ugh, wow.
Oh, so she got a black boy.
You don't know any better.
She had
What?
him on the
Boyfriend, some of that.
Ugh, wow. There's some Italian
No,
for
but
you.
I will make my black boyfriend some of that.
Ugh, wow. You don't know any better.
A normal person would have been like, "Oh, this is awkward now. She got a black boyfriend." But he just made another joke right in front of her. Like, bro, like he said, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck." He just made another joke. This is some real racism. Like, what? Look at her. She looking at him. She knows she is tight.
There's some Italian
No,
for
but
you.
I will
He's
make
just
my-
laughing.
Some there's some Italian
No,
for
but
you.
I will make my black boyfriend some of that.
Ugh, wow. He
And
don't
bro
know
said it like he was
She had
disgusted.
him
He was
on
like,
the
ah.
podcast.
Like,
It
what?
was very clear that she was unaware of the conversation that was being had. She was not properly informed, something that she openly admitted as well.
Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that people are making these videos is my own fault. And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now, I'm going to give you guys an explanation and give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had. Just know it's not an excuse. It's my own fault. I take full accountability for everything that happened.
And while doing so, said a bunch of things that were very problematic. The first thing she brought up was immigration. Right? They were talking about immigration. Nick Fuentes being a purist, he believes that the border should be locked down. Nobody should be able to come in. But how it
Oh, so he one of those.
It needs to be open.
He one of
It needs to
those.
be more broad and more robust in terms of allowing more people to come in. So much so that she used
One of them
the phrase
undercover
that she wants
KKK.
to bring her Africans over to America.
She wants to bring all her Africans or just some?
All are Africans.
Got it.
And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration. And I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, she could have worded that way better. That did not sound right. That sounds really racist. She said my Africans, basically like kind of saying like my slaves. Like, bro, that was real bad choice of wording right there. She was like, I need to bring my Africans, like basically like, yeah, like slaves. She just could have just said my people, you know what I'm saying, of African American descent type of like, or nah, that's kind of even crazy to say too. She just need to say my friends or something like that, bro. She did not need to say my Africans, bro. She didn't need to say that, bro. That's crazy.
Phrasing, right? Especially when you're dealing with somebody who was a known racist. Another comment that she made about was CP time. You know, what people don't know, that is color people time. It's an ongoing joke amongst black people who are always late.
I text you I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
See that black person right there? See that African right there? My employee, they're always late too, man. Don't worry about it. And also at the end of the conversation, one of her other employees, who also is Italian, Nick Fuentes is Italian apparently, and said that she denounced Nick Fuentes, and all the Italians denounced her. And Nick Fuentes' response was,
And the Italians, we do not claim you.
Oh.
Nah, she was for real tight. Like you can tell, like she's for real. She not with none of that race. That's what I respect her. That is a nice young female. That's nice. When it got a black king, she's not feeding into it like the other girl who trying to cop a plea. She was trying to cop a plea, like, oh, I did not know what was going on, but she said, I'm going to bring my African people. My like, bro, why you gotta say it like that, bro? Like, why?
Italians don't claim you. You're the one dating a black guy. The
What?
Italians don't.
Okay, see, let me stop pausing. But this, I can't believe people is actually just like somebody like him actually just coming out and saying this. Like, that's what I'm saying, yo, what the fuck?
Oh.
response was,
And the Italians, we do not claim you.
Oh. Hey, the Italians don't claim you. You're the one dating a black guy. The Italians don't claim me.
What?
They don't claim.
Like, bro. Like, bro, and he's just so happy saying it, bro. Like, how is he just so happy saying that live, bro? Like, well, I was about to say, he probably can't get a job. He just probably be doing the influencer stuff. But, oh my gosh. Let me see mine. All right. That's crazy.
You.
Oh, no, they claim me. They claim me.
I don't think so.
They do.
Italian guys, yeah.
Italians,
Tell an
we're
Italian
big-
guy
we're big
about your
lovers.
affinity for black guys. That'll go over real
What?
well. Yeah.
Italians.
Tell
Oh, no, they claim me. They claim me.
I don't think so.
They do.
Italian guys, yeah.
Italians,
Tell an
we're
Italian
big-
guy
we're
about
big
your
lovers.
affinity for black guys. That'll go over real well.
Bro, right here don't even look. You don't like women too. What? Wait, so he's gay? I mean, I don't have no problem with, you know what I'm saying, anybody gay, but he's gay? Like, that? Is that what you telling me? Like, what? Oh, he is. It makes sense now. Why he doing all this, bruh? It do make sense. You don't like women. Oh, she's livid. She is
I'm going to
livid.
be as optimistic as possible and say that the reason why there wasn't a pushback or any type of ongoing conversation with some of those comments is that, maybe, just tongue in cheek, maybe a couple of bad jokes here and there, But the thing that really pushed it over the edge is that Pearl was claiming that she agreed with Nick Fuentes that some of the atrocities over human history are embellished to control the narrative. And for whatever reason, Pearly Things thought it was relatable to say that slavery in America was also embellished.
That sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally.
So she racist too. He claimed his own self as what is the incel? Hold on, I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, you putting me onto some new stuff, my boy. I didn't even know none of this, bro. Incel. Hold on, we gonna have to look all these up, bro, because I am confused. Hold on. Incel. A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile toward women and men who are sexually active. Wait, so does it mean he likes guys? Like he like men, or like what is? I'm quite. A member of an online community of young men who consider themselves unable to attract women sexually, typically associated with views that are hostile toward women. Self-identified inside have used the internet to find a knowledge. So basically, he's just in love with the internet. That's what it is. So he loves the views, the internet, and all that. He can really care less about girls, guys. Let me see. What's incel in simple words? An incel is a member of an online subculture of people who define themselves as unable to get romantic or sexual partner despite desiring. So he basically saying he alone. He lonely. He listened to Rod Wave. I mean, I listen to Rod Wave every day, but he listened to Rod Wave alone all day. You feel me? Just to end up alone. I don't want to be alone. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get back to it. Hold on.
The founder sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder.
Yeah, she an undercover racist. She trying to cover it up a little bit. Like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't want to do it. I didn't mean it. I didn't want to talk about it that way or all that. But yeah, she an undercover racist. We can see it. We can see it right now.
Or the guy.
She halfway racist. That's what she trying to say she is. Because she's saying some racist things. Then she probably come back and try and retract it, bro. But we see the real, bro.
Who made Roots said I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do is they embellish. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible. It was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
I just like, how do you embellish like the murder of like hundreds of thousands of millions of
crazy
people, regardless of the tragedy?
Crazy. There's no like excuse or like trying to even just go around the slavery. That it was wrong. It was downright wrong, bro. And she trying to go around it like.
How could you not talk about that enough? Bro, if that's in your history, like if you have ancestors that have been through that, talking about how brutal it was, and embellishing it, that was its reality.
The crazy
that's
part
so rich coming from somebody who who will never see that type of hardship in their life. That's super rich.
No type of hardship is saying all that.
Said that and use a reference point that is like a blimp in human history. She referenced the Roots, and the Roots, for those who don't know, that's even if you never heard of it, you definitely understand some context. Kunta Kinte, that's where that character comes from, and the whole scene of like your name is Toby and all. That's where that's from, right? That series was shown on TV throughout the 70s or 80s, if I'm not mistaken. But it was shown on network TV in America. And trust me when I say, even though some of what was being told in there is a bit of a myth, because apparently it's supposed to be some type of story depicted from somebody's lineage. However, the depiction of slavery in Roots is so far from embellishing what actually happened that you calling that embellishment.
Oh, wait, Roots is probably kind of like how like that movie or show or whatever is probably kind of like that thing that Kyrie low-key watched, like that because Kyrie was like, you remember he shared that link to that little anti-Semitic thing about the about Jews. So this is like what sounded like what Roots is. I haven't seen Roots, but I'm gonna have to check it out and see like. Well, I don't want to check it out to see like just like if it's good or not, because it obviously sounds bad, but to see like if it's like that thing Kyrie talked about.
What actually happened. That you calling that embellishment is a gross, and I do mean a very gross and irresponsible take on what Roots was, especially since there literally cannot be anything that is shown on network TV that would even come close to giving an accurate depiction of what slavery actually was, because you can't show that type of stuff on TV anyway. So the idea that was an embellishment, when the reality is that most media around slavery in the States has been utterly whitewashed, has been toned down, has been suppressed in so many ways, to come up with the take that it's been embellished when it's been the opposite. Again, very irresponsible. Same thing with Adam 22, where it seems like.
Hold on, because you already know, you feel me? Uncle College Dropout, real quick. I gotta see embellished, like, you know what I'm saying? Embellished. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look up embellished. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Embellished, to make beautiful with ornament. So they were saving. Now this even hits me even worse. They were saying slavery she basically was saying slavery was beautiful? Is that what she was saying? Because it says to make beautiful with ornamentation, decorate a book embellished with illustrations to heighten the attractiveness. So she basically was saying slavery was attractive or better, like good, like, or beautiful. Oh, what the? This has to be how they was like just raised, like coming up. Like their parents had to have put this into their minds. There's no way somebody just grows up and has this hatred or this all this, bro.
There's a bunch of white creators or people who are creators who infiltrate themselves in communities that they're not that familiar with, that they do not know much about, but they see the opportunity. When it comes to Adam 22, it was hip hop, and to validate himself in that space, he surrounded himself with a bunch of black people. However, he is so insensitive about the community and gave so little of a fuck about it. When given the opportunity, because he wanted to make the pivot, he brought in an own Ross's into the studio, interviewed him, and then told his black and brown employees, his employees of color, hey, y'all don't worry about who I got around here. Y'all just need to edit and upload these videos.
See, this a lot of times. This is why I was really grinding YouTube too, grinding YouTube and all these other platforms, because I was like, bro, I do not like having a boss. I really don't, because they be sometimes feeling like they are dictators. Especially they be feeling like they dictators can run your life. You do this, no matter what. Bro, one time I had my boss, bro, bro was reciting lyrics to something, but he happened to say the N-word. Like, he was saying, like, the title of the song, it was a Tupac song called Niggas and Something. Bro said the word to me in my face, and I was looking at him like this. Like he could see it wasn't the same. Like, I wasn't on the same type of time, and like, we ain't friendly no more. You feel me? I was like, but bro, with my manager, so I can't just steal off on him. Couldn't just steal off on him. I'm just like, I was just looking at him, and he saw me looking at him. I was just looking at him like, did bro just say what I really think he said? Because he was like, I like that Tupac song, Niggas and Sisters. I said, but he said it fast. And I was like, did bro really say that? Like, in front of me? Like, I was looking at my skin color. I was like this. You know that little meme where it's like, that black dude, he looking at his hand like this? Like, bro, that's how I was looking. I was like, bro, did bro just say that to me? Like, thinking I'm white or something like that? I wasn't going to be stripping or nothing. Bro just walked out awkwardly. I was like, yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You made it awkward, bro. We was on some cool type of time, but then you just gonna say that word in front of me, like if you was my homie or something like that. Nah, like even my white homies, none of them said the N-word to me, bro. But I'm just talking like if he was one of my black homies, he just said the N-word to me just like that, bro. I know you were saying that song, but bro, it wasn't cool.
Let's get it going now.
Lucky my manager, and I needed that job. He was lucky he was my manager, and I needed that job, bro.
So what's actually going on? That you are participating in a conversation that, quite frankly, you do not belong in. But to validate who you are in the space of the black manosphere or just relationships dealing with black people, you surrounded yourself with a bunch of black people, regardless if it's African Americans or Africans or someone with some form of descent through Africa. You surrounded yourself around those people to validate yourself, put yourself in conversation that you do not belong in, and when it's time to make the pivot, because the money drying up, because there's so many times you can get off.
I found that my parents' relationship is easier because they've only dated each other and they've only had kids with each other.
There's so
wait. I thought she said her parents were like siblings dating each other. Whoa. I was about to spaz out like, what? I was about to, what? They got that incest going on.
Times you can get off.
I found that my parents' relationship is easier because they've only dated each other and they've only had kids with each other.
I mean, that would be easier for anybody. If you've only dated, you know what I'm saying, never cheated or nothing, if you only had kids with that one person, then yes, it is. compared to the female or the male that has 20 baby mamas, 15 baby mamas going through headaches and all that. Bro, I don't know it. Bro, I tell my girl all the time, bro, I could not deal. I see my daddy. Daddy got, you know what I'm saying? I could not deal having more than one female yell at me. I really couldn't. I really could not have to deal with more than one female yelling at me. You put the toilet seat down. Do this, clean this. Bro, I could not do it. I could not do it. That's why I said I do not cheat, because I really already be like, all right, I have to deal with one female yelling at me. I'm not dealing with two paying dinner for this female, paying dinner for this female. I'm not taking this female 1 week, this female, then they gonna find out, and it is, man, it's gonna make your life a living headache.
So many times that you can get off.
If you're a virgin on your wedding night, you have an 80% chance of a happy marriage, but it drops.
What? Yo, she gotta be canceled too. Nah.
So many times that you can get off.
If you're a virgin on your wedding night, you have an 80% chance of a happy marriage, but it drops to a 25% chance after like 5 to 7 partners. So you're basically ruined after like 5 to 7.
Y'all don't know no better, man.
Where
y'all, you say you a 10, you a 10? Huh, y'all not 10. Well, what's your dress size? How tall are you? So many times you can get that off. Now it's time to make the pivot, and you give so little a fuck about the people that you surrounded yourself with, who helped you build the platform, who you participate in the community with, that when you got the opportunity to bring on some more content, potentially your real colors showed, and you brought in somebody who's a racist, but didn't surround yourself with the people, those same people that you've been surrounding yourself with the entire time. None of them were a part of the dialogue. None of them were a part of the conversation. You didn't inform yourself to actually give pushback. When it comes to those black women, though, you quick with those comebacks. But when it came to Nick Fuentes, for whatever reason, you thought it was acceptable.
That is fact. That is facts. And I haven't even seen any of her Just Purley things interviews, but I can already tell that's facts, bro. I can already tell that fact. With Nick Fuentes, he was being a yes man. But in this beginning part, where is it at? She was over there right here. Look, right here. Where we at? 754. Right here, you can see she's just like, she's trying to cop a plea right here in these clips. She's trying to cop a plea, bro. Like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it racistly or nothing, bro. That's what they all say, bro. They all try to cop a plea. The PewDiePie saying the N-word. He copped a plea after that. He probably said it about 50 more times after that. Papa John's man, he said he went to therapy to get him to stop saying the N-word. What you mean you need therapy to stop saying that word? How do you need therapy to stop saying a word? Like, my boy, what? And then you see, now they replaced him with Shaq as the face of the Papa John's. We see what happened. We see what's really going on. We do see.
For you to sit down with somebody and be ill-informed about that, even though that conversation is much more serious and much more severe than the fucking quirky, oh man, what do you look for in a man? But you still sat down, and once he was all done, you said, all right, let's get this going. Chop this up, send this out, edit it, thumbnail, title it, make sure we get it live. And you were telling this to black people. Do you not understand how fucking crazy that sounds right now, bro?
I think it's not even like as much of a black issue, surprisingly. I think it's more of like a wanted to succeed by any means issue. Because
that's how it is. A lot of these people, like, I'm pretty sure Nick Fuentes, he's getting caught up in all, like, he's saying what he's saying, but he's getting caught up into all the views and all that. That's why he's like, I don't really care for girls. I don't really care for guys. I really just care about money, the views, all that. That's what it's looking like it's seeming. So he's going to be however he want to be for the views. And that's not going to be good for him in the long run. Like, when he get into his, like, a little older years, that's not going to be good, bro. That's not going to be good at all.
Getting the same problem for having the same guy on their fucking network, not knowing what they're talking about, letting him get his talking points off, and having nothing to rebut him with. Literally, we talked about it a fucking week ago, but even before that, I seen him in conversations with people just on regular live streams as well. I don't hear from this nigga when he's by himself. Niggas is deciding to give him a platform. If you're gonna give him a platform, at least have a conversation worth having.
That's what I'm saying. I've never heard of Nick Fuentes. I've literally never heard of Nick Fuentes till now. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's packed up off every platform. That's why nobody, like, I don't see him. For these people to give him a platform is crazy. It is crazy, bro. You do not deserve no type of platform or light to just be happily saying, oh, you're dating a black guy, so you know that's how your life is gonna be, or you're doing this. And the girl that brought him on there, over here, Miss Karen over here, trying to cop a plea, she need to be canceled off all the platforms too.
go in there uninformed. So I think it's just like when you're incentivized to want to say and do extreme things all the time, those are the type of guests you're gonna want. Because you're not even thinking about like having a productive conversation as much as you want. You know he's gonna say something wild, you know you're gonna have a headline, and you're probably not gonna be the one catching the flack for it. That nigga is. So, but when people see it in the background, they can be like, oh look, there's a podcast over here. Enough times people are gonna start tuning into your podcast because they start seeing it everywhere. So it's actually in her interest. She is fully incentivized to want to bring people on that are egregious like him, have takes that are very extreme, because it's gonna give her
that is content that a lot of people do just like going to see because they're surprised that people are openly, willingly saying stuff like this. Like me, I am surprised of this Nick Fuentes dude, because a lot of times you don't see a lot of people just be racist on the internet because a lot of people are scared to get canceled. A lot of people is scared to, you know what I'm saying, they're not going to get jobs, or a lot of these other things. They ain't speaking the way they really want to speak, because a lot of these people at these jobs, at like actual jobs, 9 to 5s, be really racist behind closed doors, but they not telling you. They smile in your face, be your friend, and all that. But when they get around the right people, you gonna see how racist they really are behind them closed doors. And it's because how they was raised, bro.
content to work with. That's gonna be a clip.
I done seen it with my own eyes. Seen managers and all that, bro, be talking cool with you. You think they the coolest manager in the world, all this. Behind closed doors, they being racist, talking all this. You feel me? Racism and racist shit and all this, saying slavery was good and all this, which they need to, like, bro, them people need to be canceled, need to go find God. You need to find God. Okay? All that hate in your heart.
Get off on YouTube. That's gonna be the. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you how it works. And we never really did that with our pod. We didn't even really look for people when we did
the opposite.
We just like if you had a good story,
but we had somebody on the pod who was saying very.
See, that's the thing. Them people over there, like, they talking about their podcast right there. They didn't bring nobody, you feel me, like that on there. Like, the thing about Agent and Low is they already got names for themselves. That's why. They already had names. Agent came out the 2K community, was pretty big, 1 million subs. You feel me? Low was already big in the sports scene and all that, doing talks and stuff. So big. They came together, put their fan base together, blew up, which was creative and really smart. People like Lil Karen over here, copping a plea. She probably starting from zero, trying a whole bunch of different niches over here, and she's seeing, oh, I bring this racist guy on. I kind of agree with him and all this. It's getting me views and money quick. That's all people in this day and age is thinking about. Views is money quick. You feel me? That's all probably Karen right there think about, the views and the money. So she gonna keep bringing that on. The people that's making her money, them racist people, you don't care at this point. She gonna keep bringing them on, stack her views, stack her following of more racist people that like hearing all that stuff. She's gonna keep going with it. You feel me? That's why it's hats off to people who don't try to take the shortcut route, doing the easy way. You feel me?
The gentleman.
Oh, we never uploaded.
And
that.
we never uploaded it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so there is a level of responsibility that you should
people have morals.
As a content creator, especially when you're
morals as a content creator.
To that level of severity. And I agree with you. It is a lot of someone just seeing the opportunity and pivoting. What I'm saying, what's still happening, and I think is crazy, is that
I do want to say this. Whenever it comes to content creation and like YouTube, Twitch, and all this, I know everybody wants to make it. Nobody want to go to a 9 to 5. Nobody wants to, you feel me, have to answer to somebody every day. Everybody, like, it's 2023. You see a lot of people not wanting to go to school anymore, dropping out of school, trying to be TikTokers, influencers, all this. There's a lot of money in the influencer scene. There really is a lot of money in the influencer scene, but it's really how you, like, you got to have like a little level of respect for yourself of how you get there, how you get to the top. You want to say you made it to the top, to 1 million subs, taking shortcuts, riding off somebody else, or somebody else made you, or this and that. Like me, I was like, a lot of times I was like, bro, I could take a shortcut of really blowing up. Like, I know this person, he already put on, like, you feel me? I could take a shortcut and blow up. But I was like, bro, I don't want that person to come up saying they made me. You feel me? So I didn't want to go to that person and be like, yo, for me, we family, you know what I'm saying? Like, put me on, bruh. No. I wanted to make my own self because I didn't want to grow big. Like, the thing is, a lot of people that help their mans come up, when they and their mans haven't fallen out or anything like that, they be like, oh, I made you. You be nothing without me. I never wanted nobody to ever say that. I never wanted nobody to say that. I never wanted somebody to say, oh, you did this, so that's the only reason why you're up there. You did this, you did it. Everybody has a reason where they get where they at. But you got to have like a little level of respect Because like when I hit 1 million subs, I don't want to say I hit 1 million subs off somebody else or off doing something crazy, egregious, or something like that. I want to say I made 1 million subs or 1 million or got all these viewerships and all that because I was actually grinding the right way. The you feel me? The way that make me feel good.
Propped up in black communities, because if we keep an eye to ourselves, the ongoing dialogue with the manosphere and this ongoing traditional woman, the conversation that we've been having for the last 1.5 years now, almost 2 really, has been, let's keep it a bean, on social media has been popping because of black creators. Not saying there aren't other creators doing it, but the ones who have made it popular the most are black creators. And I think Pearly Things saw an opportunity, infiltrated in the conversation to validate herself in that convo, surrounding herself with a bunch of black people. The reason why I say it is because when you listen to her talk, even about the relationship shit, bro, she just says things, bro. It sounds like she's...
I'm telling you, Karen over here is a yes man for the views. Karen, where's she at? Right here. Karen over here is a yes man for the views. If she's around racist people, she's going to be indulging in all the racism. She's going to be saying, you know what I'm saying? She's not going to say too much into what they're saying, but she's going to be like, agree with him to make you be like, what? Like, why are you agreeing? Or like the slavery thing she made up. She did that kind of fit into what Nick Fuentes was saying. And I bet you when she go around a whole bunch of black people, they're like, no, I don't agree with that. That was so wrong. They're taking it out of context. I did not mean it like this. Let me pull out her voice. No, I didn't agree with that. I didn't think it was like, wrong voice. I'm even on the wrong voice. I already have my voice stay set up, but she's probably like, no, I didn't agree with that. It was so wrong. I just, they misworded, switched up my words. No, we know what you meant. No, we know what you meant, Karen. Don't, like right here, I'm still mad. I've been mad the whole video right here. She been right here trying to cop a plea, bro. Like, don't cop a plea. You said a whole bunch of racist stuff.
Pandering to people. She sounds like, as they call it, a pick-me. It doesn't sound like she has any actual
thought process. She don't have any actual thought process for herself. She's just going off what other people saying and running with it. Like
intellectual thoughts, nothing really contextualized. It just
and she has a platform because of it. She has a platform because of it. She's being a yes man to all the people, the big people that she's bringing on, or the people that have a little following to get their following to follow her.
Sounds like she's regurgitating the same talking points that she's heard from someone else, and she just wants to be even more extreme about it. I.e.,
I don't think women should know. Huh?
What? Okay, so she's not even how I even thought she was. She's not even how I thought she was. She's way worse. She's just like on Nick Fuentes' level. She's on Nick Fuentes' level. She doing all this for the views and the money. She doing this all for the views and the money. She just saying whatever she wants just to get these money, these views and all this. She's laughing, happy about it. But she know.
I don't think women should know.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
Because it's
bro,
freedom without responsibility. I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't.
What?
Jesus, keep on going.
Because there's freedom without responsibility. I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't.
Come on.
Oh my gosh. Nah. I was even making her seem to be like not as bad as even Nick Fuentes. But I see what type of timing she's on. I really do. I do see what type of timing she's on. You feel me? I oh boy. I see what type of timing she on. She like him. She gonna say whatever she need to say to get the views. To get trending. You feel me? To get put on these watch pages and all this on TikTok. She want the TikTok clip. She's saying what she gotta say for the TikTok clip. So the people who seen her on TikTok, the more racist people that seen her on TikTok, the more people that's against women, just like Nick Fuentes that see it on TikTok is gonna come mess with her. But she's a female herself, and she's saying, "Oh, I don't think we should be able to vote." You know what I'm saying? I don't think that. I think she's basically saying that women are not competent enough to vote. She said they should not have that responsibility when everybody is created. What is wrong with her?
That's a fucking incredible quote.
Come on. Women
and she said it with her chest smiling.
That's what I'm saying.
That's such a crazy take to have.
I think social media incentivizes people to want to be more.
That is what I was literally saying this whole time. Social media in 2023 has got people's heads no filter. fucked up, bro. Social media in 2023 has got people moving the wrong way, saying things openly that they should not be saying. Like, people used to be ashamed to say a lot of these things openly. They are going crazier and crazier each and every year. And I can't lie. Kanye, low-key, be pushing that agenda. Like, that freedom must be, like, bro, you have to have a little filter. You have to have a filter on things, bro. You cannot just come out, go say whatever and do whatever you want. You have to have that filter on you, bro.
We talked about that.
Especially if you are a public figure, and a lot of these little youngins coming up, looking up to you as they idol. A lot of people looked up to Kanye for graduation and all this. If them people was looking up to you saying you don't like Jews, all this, they're going to follow them ways. Like them diehard Kanye fans that would die for him, they going to take up after what you saying and think you saying the real, which is not good.
Logan Paul, when he went to the forest, I think that was the first time we seen an incident where everybody agreed like that was too far and your pursuit of more got.
Now, Logan Paul in the forest, I still to this day don't know what possessed him. Something must have possessed him to think like, because he had sent that video over, edited it. He probably watched it back, sent it over, edited it. Bro, what possessed you? Saw a real dead body hanging in the forest. What possessed him to just go record it? Probably watched it back before he sent it to his editor and be like, yeah, that's good content. Send it to his editor, have his editor edit it, have it sent back to him. Or if he edited himself, it was even worse because he just edited the whole video. Was like, yeah, this is some fire content. Everybody gonna like it. Watched it back, the edited version back himself, and post it and just think, yeah, this is gonna be that video that blows me up, man. This is gonna be that video that just takes me to the higher heights. Bro, you was already a mega superstar. Did not need to do that. Like, you did not need to do that.
You in trouble.
That's like going to somebody's funeral and saying, hey, look at this dead guy over here. Yeah, he's in his casket, but I don't care. You know, hey, cool, right?
But now we're seeing it in all these small ways ever since that forest incident. And they'll never get in as much like flack as Logan did because what Logan did was crazy. But also he was at the top of the YouTube game back then.
That's fact.
I guarantee you, if this was like the biggest podcast ever, like if this was Joe Rogan's podcast and he did that, niggas being torn up for that. And Joe Rogan has in the past went into conversations and not knowing what he's talking about. There's no way to be an expert about anything and you can't always guide the conversation. But in this specific instance, you went out your way to find somebody else going to say something extreme rather than Joe, who just has interesting philosophical sometimes, or otherwise just dumb conversations with people who sometimes can be smart or sometimes can be dumb. But like, you kind of have a responsibility to know what you're talking about, and you give off the guys, at least to the people that watch you, that you have a level of expertise when it comes to the relationship thing. But I think that anybody who watched that specific video will know that unfortunately you don't have no expertise when it comes to any of the conversation you was having with Nick Fuentes.
He has no expertise at all. He has no expertise. Thing I say about this, I like her saying women should not be able to vote. Really is crazy to me because there's a lot of women out here that is way more competent than guys. Guys, a lot of times guys don't even be thinking with our head. We don't be thinking with our head at all. We be thinking with our emotions or our peen. I'm not even gonna lie. We be thinking with our emotions or our peen. We not thinking with our head. Because you heard the song, my mind's telling me no. But my body's telling me yes. Baby, I'm telling you. Guys, girls have that patience. You feel me? Some girls is crazy, like, you feel me? They out of there. But like, I feel like most girls have that little, all right, I'm going to use my head. I'm going to use my head on this. I'm going to use it in my head. That's why I say girls are better at cheating than guys. They know how to cover that up. You feel me? A girl will cheat and you'll never know. I ain't even going to cap. You'll never know. You know why? Because they move smarter. Guys, we move reckless. I ain't going to lie. We move reckless. We move on our emotions and our peen. So if our mistress is over here saying, take me to the club, when you know you might see your friends or anybody out there, and she's like, if you ain't take me to the club, then you ain't getting this. No more. You gonna do it. You gonna do it. If you seen BMF, you seen what's it called? If you watch BMF, you seen what's it called? Meech Daddy took his mistress to the strip club, and he he telling her, man, I don't want to be seen out in public. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that might see me over there. He's like, all right, well, then you ain't gonna get in. And then she started persuading him, kissing up on him. Hey, girls be seductive. They'll make you not think with your head, with your peen. You feel me? So he over there. He went to the club, the strip club with her. She was kissing on him. Lo to behold, his son is sitting right across, and son and him got beef. And then you just see him like, yeah, my nigga, you fucked up. You feel me? You fucked up. But he lucky his son a real nigga. Well, I wouldn't say a real nigga, because if I seen that, I'm telling him, I ain't gonna lie, I'm opping. I don't care. You can say I'm opping to my mama. I love my mama with all my heart. I'm opping. I'm like, mama, that nigga right there with a bitch in the club, bro. That nigga right there with bitch in the club. I seen it last night, mama. I seen it last night. You feel me? That nigga right there, I say like that. In that instance, I'm be like, Daddy, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You know I love you. But that nigga, I had to call my nigga. That nigga right there, he did it. He went in the club with some female bitch. You feel me? You feel me?
And just inform yourself, and that's like a process.
Literally it. It's just a process.
But nowadays, niggas just trying to think about how you can make revenue off it. And
that's all it is.
Understand at the same time, because you have people that you have hired that you disrespected on set, but you have people that you need to pay. There's bills that's you get hit every month regardless. So if your revenue falls off the map, that could be your business going under. That's the reality. In America and in most capitalist societies, bro, business is supposed to survive by any means necessary. So if there's something a business can do to survive and it hasn't explored it, usually you have to explore it. You have to explore it. Like, businesses don't have morals, they don't have ethics, and even though they probably should, it's why it's so ruthless.
That is fact. A lot of businesses do not have morals or ethics. Y'all see what they did to Isaiah Thomas. Bro been loyal to him from the backbone, gave his whole body. His sister died. Bro went to playoffs, played still after his sister died while he was injured. The day after his sister died, he out there dropping 40. Y'all know he was Mr. Fourth Quarter. And y'all see what they did to him. Y'all see what the Nets did to Kyrie. Made him do a whole expedition before he could come back to the team. When Kyrie just posted a link, and Shaq had the video played in his movies or theater or something like that. Y'all see the narrative they be putting on Kyrie, like Kyrie the bad guy. Kyrie's painted like this. Kyrie just be chilling. I don't think Kyrie be having any ill will intentions, but they be putting that on him because he's a black man and they want him to follow and do what he is like told. He said they want him to answer somebody. Everybody got to answer somebody. You feel me? Even me thinking I do YouTube, I do, you know what I'm saying? I stream on Caffeine, I stream on these other platforms. I don't have an actual boss. I do have a boss low key still. Like, if YouTube don't like what I posted, they can strike my video down, strike my channel down. You feel me? If Caffeine didn't like what I said on it, they got their TOS rules. They could take what I am streaming down. Twitch, the same thing. You know, Twitch is strict with their TOS rules. Even though I don't agree with Twitch's TOS sometimes, because sometimes they be giving girls or something like they be like picking favorites on how long they ban a certain person. You feel me? So I do, you know what I'm saying? I do not agree with Twitch's, but everybody answers somebody. You feel me? You be like, all right, maybe I don't have to, I don't have a manager tell me, oh, go do this, go put this box up, go work on this side, and, you know, making you mad, and you don't have to wake up, but you do answer somebody. Like your YouTube, your Twitch, your platforms can be taken like that, and you not making no revenue. You feel me? It's a business, and these businesses, you feel me? Like Twitch, they didn't like what Aiden was saying. They didn't like so they just packed him up for no reason. They just made up a reason. They packed him up for no reason. That reason they gave, it probably wasn't even like the littlest the thing, but he shouldn't have been packed up for it. But no, it's business.
Care about you. It's why your contracts have to be ironclad, because otherwise it just leaves room for someone to interpret it incorrectly and fuck you over in court. That's the reality of it. So I understand her trying to keep her business alive, doing a pivot into a different style of content, but you can ease your way into it.
You gotta have morals about it. You use your head. Have morals about what you're going into.
Related things without going to such a crazy extreme. If you're gonna do it, just be ready for the conversation. Inform yourself on what the fuck you think he's gonna talk about, or just guide the convo better. Tell him this, and this is gonna be the topics. We don't want to deviate from those topics. If it's your fucking show, you make the rules. So you create the rules, and if he's not playing that framework, pack him up. In reality, man, you let him get his talking points off like this, and then you agreed upon it as well. Is just insane.
Before I get into my personal opinion about everything, I just want to be clear again. Even in the most optimistic lens looking at it, I don't, and also in the general sense, I don't think Pearly is a Ross or anything like that. I just think in the most optimistic lens, it seems like somebody who's trying to pivot into another form of content, who's very uninformed, but doing it just to capitalize off of the momentum.
I think she is informed. With the clip I seen her happily saying women should not be able to vote, all this. I think she's very much informed on what she is saying and doing, and she should not be doing that. Like, she's very much informed, but she does not care because she's making money. So she's going to continue to be a yes man to all the racist things that people be saying on her show. All the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the sexist things, she's going to be a yes man to that too. Because it's bringing in her more money and views. And that, I understand that's a business standpoint. She's trying to make her money. You got to have morals.
I mean, I think that's very irresponsible. My personal feelings behind it is I think, Pearly, you are a grifter. I think you are somebody who just panders. I think you're someone who says things that just needs to be said to keep the conversation going. Because even by your own rhetoric and your beliefs in terms of relationship, you don't abide by that either. Like, the things that you criticize the women for, you don't abide by it. You are someone who is in their 20s, a woman who's in their 20s, who's extremely opinionated, career-oriented, and focused, which is something that you do not suggest for other people as well. And when anybody actually intelligent gives you pushback, and then you bring on other people who aren't prepared for the conversations a lot of times, just so you and the same concept that many other people do, so you can dunk on them. But then when you get some form of pushback, you can clearly see that you're just not as informed, even when it comes to the relationship situation, as much as you would like to be. And so when it comes across like you're pandering in there, and so now is the time for you to go pander somewhere else, and you brought in an extremist and you pander.
I do want to watch out calling out Sneeko.
Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe.
I do want to watch calling out Sneeko. No, but what I think about Judge Pearly things, yeah, she need to be canceled too, along with the people she bringing on. You feel me? I understand if she had them come on and she's like how Agent and Low doing, they confronting that person. Like, why do you doing this? Why are you doing this? But you have to censor them as well. Like, because bringing somebody on your platform, like, it's still, I just wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even do it. Bringing on a racist, like, because I remember Aiden was thinking about bringing Kanye on, and he was like, I want to ask him these things, but I don't want to give him my platform or that platform even just grow or expand. You feel me? That's where you got to draw the line. You be like, bro, I want to ask this person these things, but at the same time, I don't want it to make it seem like I'm coming off trying to give this person, this racist person, a platform to grow off of. That's why I got to say about that. Just Pearly things needs to be canceled, needs to be taken off all social media platforms. Or she just needs to be at least censored. Like, if she wants another second chance, she needs to be censored, or she needs to tell these people that she's bringing on that there's a line that you should not cross. And, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, which crazy. That Nick Fuentes dude, I'm gonna have to look more into him. The stuff he was saying. Crazy. We're gonna watch the Sneeko thing. But Sneeko is canceled too, and I've been seeing like Sneeko been getting into a lot of different like contra. I seen him arguing with this dude. I don't really even know too much about this dude too much. But yeah, I remember Sneeko used to be in a lot of Amp's beginning videos, and then he just stopped and he got canceled and all that. This is the year of cancellation. I swear, a lot of people getting canceled this year, bro.
Yo, man, Sneeko, Moist Critical got out of hand. So for those who don't know, past couple of weeks now, Sneeko and Moist Critical's been having a back and forth, and it escalated, got out of hand quick.
But he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also...
He got the Thule boy, got the AR-15 in the crib, bro. What the hell? You wouldn't even think, bro. Got the Pokemon in the background, YouTube Million play button, all this gaming shit. You wouldn't even think, bro, got the strap like that, bro. Bro ready for war. Bro ready to go to war about somebody, boy. He got the AR-15 with the scope on it, boy. This look like he's from Call of Duty, my boy. Oh shit, this the scope I got. This the AIM OPV4 on Call of Duty. Y'all know the sight that everybody used on the on their motherfucking RPK, the AIM OPV4. Oh, I'm telling you.
Mag. They're all mags.
Bro got the flashlight with the laser beam, bro, to give him aim down sight faster and all that, bro. The muzzle on it, bro. Oh my goodness.
Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here.
This all began with Moist Critical making a video talking about Fresh and Fit and criticizing their beliefs. Then Sneeko had to defend his guys out in Fresh and Fit, stood 10 toes down, had a rebuttal, but his rebuttal was just...
Box someone. I challenge Moist Critical to a boxing.
I've been seeing a lot of the canceled people getting on Rumble. Like a lot of these canceled guys getting contracts with Rumble. Like What is that? Is that like the cancel culture like plays? Like that's where they end up at
It's
Rumble?
just funny to say that.
So then in return, you know, Moist Critical, he was no punches held at that point. He then talked about the story, the infamous story he said on our podcast, where Sneeko watched his girlfriend.
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah.
Get plowed.
I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that.
While being on the same bed with her.
What? Oh my goodness! What the hell, nigga? They saying bro right here was in the same bed as his female when she was getting down in me. Huh? I wouldn't even be able to bro was holding her hand through it. Like, yeah, you're doing all right, baby. You're doing all right. Just keep taking that. You know what I'm saying? Take that. Mona saying, add a little moan. Bro, what? I swear, some people don't have morals at all. Bro, even though, if I find my girl cheating on me, I'm breaking down. You know that little Dirk, Dirk clip where he's like, I fall to my knees and I pray. That's how I am, bro. My God. I feel like I wouldn't be able to handle, like, I wouldn't even be able to handle it, bro.
Queen. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that.
While being on the same bed with her.
Queen.
And then decided to do another swing party. Oh man, and then also
wait, I have to hear that back.
While being girlfriend.
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah.
Get plowed.
I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that.
While being on the same bed with her.
Queen.
And then decided to do another swing party. Oh man, and then also
I gotta go watch that clip. Hold on, let me see where Sneeko took his girl to sex parties and he was not ready. Get a pair of clips. I'm gonna have to go. No, we gonna watch it right now. Hold on. Here, clipped. Sneeko takes his girl. Hold on. I think it's 14-minute clip too. I'm just trying to get to the point.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, how close was it?
We're on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right here.
on the bed?
Yeah.
Oh, so they was on some swingers type stuff. That's what it seemed like. Because he had the other. If he had other bro girl, but still, like I do that is normal. A lot of people be swinging like that, bro. A lot of people be swinging, but I thought he just was like, it was a random dude. His girl probably liked her. He brought her on the bed. Was like, all right, you can go ahead. You feel me?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
So what did
I couldn't, like, it was, I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like I just.
So did that get you out of your cheating ways?
What position?
No. It was missionary. Missionary legs up.
It was
like
missionary legs up?
Legs up, yeah.
Oh no. That's such an outrage.
Was he staring at her, like in her eyes?
Yeah, like deep eye contact.
Oh no.
Deep eye contact. The room, like her in the.
Bro is sitting on the podcast, feet, toes all out, bro. Legs wide open, happily saying, bro, yeah, my girl done. You feel me? Just passionate about it. Yeah, he was looking deep in her eyes, deep stroking her stuff, like on some real deep level.
Couple, like, we're like, all right, let's switch. So I got this girl on top of me and she's, I don't know, yo, I'm just not, and my girl's right here and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. No! You know what?
Bro tweaking said everybody should do. Bro tweaking said that let me have somebody get up on top. Well, bro tweaking, bro. Bro tweaking telling me I should go try and swing, have my girl in freaking her shit beating, looking deep into the eyes while I'm booty naked on swing. No. And bro said he got PTSD from it. And you want me to go try it. You want me to go try something that gave you PTSD. Hearing your girl moan to another right next to you. You want me to go get PTSD doing the same thing you did. That's giving me the right sense to, because I didn't even have zero. It was 0% chance I was doing it. Now it's -% chance. Real negative.
Oh man, and then also he highlighted how Sneeko loved that. What's that movie called? When they were showing like minors.
Huh?
Sexual acts.
Oh, you're talking about cuties.
Yeah. Remember when Sneeko said?
So, because Sneeko was not weird when he was first in AMP. like the AMP video. He was not this weird. He had to be the money, the views, and the fame and all that. Sneeko was not this weird.
In sexual acts.
Oh, you're talking about Cuties.
Yeah. Remember when Sneeko said,
I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got.
He's the cover. This looked like my daughter age. Like, close. He just looked like a little, my daughter's 7. What she look like? Will look like 10? And why are these girls out here doing this? Well, I mean, they probably a part of a dance team. I don't know what the show is, bro. Let me listen.
Pretty good movie. I went in.
Remember when Sneeko said,
I saw Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are
oh my God,
really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
You didn't get clickbaited, Sneeko. You didn't get clickbaited, bro. You saw it, you knew what it was, man. And then that right there turned into Sneeko.
That, yeah, like, Sneeko, keep that into your, like, load these undercover pedophiles. Keep that in your head. That in your head. That don't like, I seen a clip of, I forgot what dude it was. He was like, oh, if a girl is 16 and you're 26 or something, he said something like that, then yeah, it's fine. He said it's legal. He said it's fine. It's legal. She has right to consent. Bro, what? Like, what are you talking about? I forgot what white dude he said. He's a streamer. He said that, and I was like, I'm like, bro, what? Like, people just openly saying all this? People are just openly coming out saying this like it's okay. That is not okay at all, and what, no sense at all. Like, do you not have, like, competence? Like, bro, I'm getting into, like, bro, and I have a daughter, so, like, this shit would piss me off. Like, I mean, I already be telling my daughter, bro, she ain't liking no boys. My daughter, bro, the thing is, I know she like this little boy from school. This little boy. And he's the bad boy of the class, always getting in trouble. When I went to her little school assembly, they was doing a little circle dancing and all this, because it was like Cowboy Day. They was doing a little square dancing. It was in a circle. He was getting in trouble. The little boy getting in trouble, pushing the other dude kids. And then the teacher had to send him in the middle. And lo and behold, my daughter always coming home talking about, this boy, I don't want to give him his name out, but she was like, this. And the little boy slapped her too one time, bro. I had to go up to school, bro. I told her, bro, next time he do that, whoop, like, bro, you feel me? Whoop, like, don't even on sight. Because she said, Daddy, he hit me at school. So you trying to already get it. He already starting early beating. Hitting females. Slapped her across. Boy, I tell you, boy, I had to talk with the teacher, boy. And you over there like him. They forgave him, all that. I don't know. Let me not even get into that stuff. I told her she don't need to like him, bro. Yeah, she don't need to like boys at all or think about that at all at this time of age, bro. At this time of age. But Sneeko, there's something wrong with you. You over here talking about, you seen the girls on this cover and you saying that this is a good show. Like, you see the girls on this cover, bro, and you gonna go watch it and just be like, it's actually a good show. I understand what he's saying in the sense of this, in this day and age, all these little kids is starting to wear makeup, dress up and all that. But you can't say, like, it was actually good. I actually liked it.
So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are...
That's the thing. It is unusual. It should not be happening. Should not be happening.
Really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Yeah. Aren't Gen Z. Crazy. But it is facts. Like, a lot of these kids, bro, like, bro, I tell you, my little brother, when I was in what's it called? When I forgot how old I was, but I'm hearing him talk on the phone. He in the 7th grade at the time. Bro is talking on the phone. This girl, he talking to 2 girls on the phone. He's in the 7th grade, mind you, going to the 8th grade. One of her friends, the girl on the phone with him, one of her friends was with her, was like, yeah, her friend that was with her lost her virginity that day to my little brother's mans. And my little brother's mans ran out on her. And then so her friend was on the phone with my brother and was like, I just need to lose my virginity. She lost her virginity. I just need to lose mine. I can't wait. I need to get like, bro, what are you? I wasn't even thinking about that in 7th grade. Losing my virginity or, you know what I'm saying, beating cheeks. I wasn't even thinking of, in my age, I was not thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm born in 98. I wasn't even thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? In 7th grade, what 7th grade, I was, it was 2010 for 7th grade for me. Yeah, I was going to 7th grade in 2010. I wasn't even thinking about none of that, bro. I wasn't even thinking about clapping cheeks. The girls back then wasn't even thinking about wearing makeup to school every day. They just come to school barefaced. Well, all we really cared about was the clothes we was wearing, or, you know what I'm saying, having our little girlfriend, boyfriend. We wasn't thinking about clapping cheeks every day and all that, bro. These kids at young age clapping cheeks at like 12 years, like 6th grade, 7th grade, bro, and it baffles me. I told my daughter, bro, I was like, I'm sorry. I'll get you when I get the money, I'm gonna get you a G-Wagon, but you're gonna have to promise me you stay in the house and don't let these boys get a hold of you, my boy. I don't want that. I really don't want that, because it's gonna break my heart. My daughter come home and be like, Daddy, he did this and left me, and then I'm be like, I'm gonna have to go get the baseball bat and break his knees, bro, and they're gonna have to send me to jail. They're gonna have to take me to jail because I had to go, you know what I'm saying, break, a boy's knees because he broke my daughter's heart. He done took her virginity and left.
You didn't get clickbaited, Sneeko. You didn't get clickbaited, bro. You saw it, you knew what it was, man. And then that right there turned into Sneeko just like going off the deep end, flashing weaponry while he was getting sturdy, talking about, I'll show you my clips. That was so cringe. I don't keep it being with you. That was cringe as hell. Had his response as well where he brought out even bigger firearm. Maybe an analogy for dick size, potentially, maybe.
They're all mags. Stop saying clips. You look fucking stupid here.
Yo, man, I bet y'all want to say this, man. First and foremost, Sneeko's not a cuck, man. Y'all gotta stop putting that on him, man. Stop putting that jacket on that man. He not a cuck, man. He was just sexually liberated at that time, man. He was doing a lot of things he wanted to do. Slightly confused. He was trying to find the answers, man. I applaud Sneeko. I miss the old Sneeko. I really do, man. I miss the Sneeko that was willing to go out there, explore, adventure, understand who he was, try to get to the bottom of things, man.
I can't tell if he's trolling.
Yo, that has. Because back then, Sneeko was very open, honest. He wasn't as judgmental of things that he is right now. He just tried any and everything, even if it meant going to a swinger party and watching his girl get fucked. Because he did say he wanted to manage it. He said he wanted to manage it. Now, but does that make him a...
Never in my freaking life, even if I am dead, never in my life will I let this swinger little motion or maybe we should try this. Like, I let this nigga, you let this girl, I let this couple, and we just intermingle, entanglement, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, entanglement stuff happen. I would never let it happen to my motherfucking life. If I don't like you no more, or that's why I be telling us, if you don't like me no more, just leave. Don't cheat, just leave. Because if I don't like you no more, I'm not going to cheat. Don't leave. Peacefully, respectfully. You feel me? I'm not going to do all that, bro.
Cuck though, agent.
I think so.
Back then, he did not care.
That's true.
And I applauded him for that. Because at that time, I was like, bro, there's only 2 niggas I know who don't care. Jadeon and Sneeko. And neither one of them cared. Sneeko even went with us to the sex dungeon, man. He didn't care.
You can't say.
He went to the top floor of the sex dungeon. He saw the dude. You were with him.
Yeah. I'd be like, don't be putting me up in there. Don't be putting me like, oh, we all went to the sex dungeon together and we got freaky. Don't. Agent, like, look at his face. He like, all right, man. Let me get this clear. Let me clear this up. And Lo was like, yeah, you remember we went to the sex? Like, Lo was like, you remember we went to the sex dungeon together? Agent's like, about to get me looking like I'm into kinky shit. He's like, let me clear this up.
Everybody who's not in that. No, everybody.
You're not giving context.
Nigga, we went to.
Yeah, because this sounds crazy. We all went to the sex dungeon together. Me, you, Nico, Dion. You remember? You know?
But sex dungeon.
Okay.
We didn't have sex with one another. I'm not saying that.
Okay, say that.
Okay, guys. Yeah, you're right. Because Sneeko's going to swinging parties. So let me be clear.
That's what I'm saying.
We didn't have sex with one another. But we went to a sex dungeon
with a big group.
With a group.
Yeah, agent, please put more context because it still don't sound real good. Like y'all went with a big group, big man. All y'all was getting, you know what I'm saying? Make it nasty. Drop.
Man, I mean, that's how swinging parties.
Man.
I'm just saying, nigga. When you say you and him.
Oh no. We're part of a bigger group. Went there. There's a top floor. I refused to go. I think another gentleman refused to go. Everybody else went. Up top, man. Allegedly, there's a dude beating his dick off in the cage.
What?
Y'all saw that.
What? Yo, why are they going to that? They going to go watch a man beat his meat. This is some boy, eh? Bateman. They went into the dungeon. Every man for a blood cut girl. Every man for a blood cut man. Cause it was good. What the heck?
Man, allegedly there's a dude beating his dick off in the cage. Y'all saw that. And Sneeko was open to that idea.
What?
He was open to the idea of going to the top to view it. That's what I'm saying.
I thought he was talking about going into the cage.
He wasn't open. You said he was open to the idea of a nigga jerking his dick off in the cage.
No.
I thought he was talking about doing the cage
So
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I missed that old Sneeko, man.
Okay.
The curious, spontaneous, introspective, adventurous Sneeko, man.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Stop calling him a cock, man.
Okay, I haven't
called but the follow-up is like, bro, Sneeko's changed a lot, bro.
He has.
Do you think that moment changed Sneeko?
Sound like Dr. Phil, nigga. Shut
Do you
up,
think
man.
so?
I don't give a
I've
fuck.
always hypothesized that was the moment where his life changed, bro.
No,
that's when he took the fucking red pill. That nigga Morpheus came in that nigga's dreams. Was like, yo, which one, bro?
I do be wondering what just be persuading like Kanye. What persuaded Kanye to do a whole 360? Was it him like leaving Kim, like the breakup with him and Kim, and then him seeing Pete Davidson take his wife, kids, get his kids tatted on him? Like, did that push Kanye? Was that what could push Kanye to the edge? Because when Kanye mama died, we all know Kanye went into a dark space. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was made through the wire. He was sad. You know what I'm saying? He had the little through the wire incident. You know what I'm saying? I mean, where he got in a car crash. He was just sad, dropping all like the depressing time. But that even pushed him to like how he is now. Like, I don't know if it's like he the superstardom. I don't know, because Kanye's had outbursts for the last decade, a long time, bro. Because y'all see what he did to Taylor Swift. He went up on the stage, aired out Taylor Swift. He made that y'all see him in the video when he was drunk. He was like, I'm off that goose right now. Bro was going crazy, bro. Kanye's had a lot of crazy moments, so I can't really even say that. That's just Kanye. He's just a very, very in particular individual.
Cuts, or you want to be enlightened, and he took the enlightened pill. I respect it. I just wish he continued to be open and not as judgmental, man. Because when you're judgmental, you get to the point of you waving firearm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to that point because now you're so judgmental.
Yeah, I mean, Sneeko's like such a controversial person, but only because he says all that's on his mind. But I feel like recently he's been doing less of that. I don't even think he believes some of the things he's saying as much as he knows is gonna be received well.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you
Sneeko just says things without thinking of it, like the consequences. He's like on an extreme. He's just saying things now without thinking about the consequences. Probably because he's on Rumble, and you can say whatever you want on Rumble. They don't have no cancel culture over there. But yeah, he just comes out and says anything and everything. You know,
something's gonna be received well, you feel more likely to say it. I remember debating with Sneeko, or even just watching some of the stuff that he would say, and there'd be times where he would deadass just admit he was wrong during the debate. Can't remember last time he did that. I mean, he still might be doing it. I'm not as tuned in because niggas on Rumble now. But yeah, I think like some of the stuff he's saying has merit to it. Like, he had ideas, beliefs, and ideologies that didn't agree with what most people thought, so that's why he got packed up from most platforms except like fucking Twitter. And that is basically like a form of censorship. But then he'll take that nugget of obvious truth, like he got packed up from everything. He's being censored in a way. Whether or not you feel like is justifiable or not is irrelevant to the fact that it's happening. And then he'll be like,
I think people do need to be censored. I think a lot of people do need to be censored. And why do I think this? Because there's been a lot of times where you let a lot of extremists or people bring out this group, and then that's how a lot more hate groups, that's how like the Hitlers of the world came out and was just super big. You know what I'm saying? Because you let them come out going wild, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? You let them going out, running wild, spreading their beliefs, infecting the minds, and you let Hitler's one man. You see how what one voice had did to a whole bunch of, you feel me? One voice came out, made a whole bunch of people put Jews in camps, start World War with a tool. So I think there does need to be censorship. You know what I'm saying? I think you should not be able to just come out and say whatever you want, because then you're gonna be a hate group, fascist group, or all that. Or you're gonna bring a hate group, and they're gonna just follow you, do whatever you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Believe whatever you're saying without actually thinking about it. A lot of people do not actually use their brain. A lot of people, they say you only use 10% of your mind. I think some people don't even use any of it. Like they be using 1%. Sometimes the people that be out coming saying what they saying I'd be like, bro, did you think about that before you even said it? Or did you just say it? Or did you actually believe and think what you were saying was true? Like, I do think there needs to be censorship. I do agree with some people, a lot of people being censored, but sometimes I really don't think, like, some things should not be censored. Some things you should have your freedom of speech about. You should have your freedom of speech, your own beliefs and all that, but you should not be able to infect, like, kids growing up. Like, you know, them kids who have racist parents, they kids gonna roll. Like, you really grow up with your parents' beliefs. So, like, them kids growing up seeing their parents saying this about black people, this about this race, they're gonna pick that up. They're gonna pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been around that, they've seen that their whole life. So that's what their belief system is gonna be. That's how they was raised.
Matrix is out to get him. So then when he does something worth criticism, like, you can't talk about somebody's significant other and their appearance for absolutely no fucking reason if she had nothing to do, drama, the issues you had with a specific individual, but he won't admit to it no more. Instead, he'll just quadruple down. I don't know, I've been watching some of his recent clips. I don't know if even... No. They're basically hit pieces, but, like, there's, like, a new one being dropped every day.
Every day, yeah.
Niggas just clowning him. I don't even know if they're hit pieces. Some of them are just saying facts, so...
If that is...
When the facts feel like hit pieces, like, you're doing the wrong thing. Like, he won't admit to being wrong. He'll just, I don't know, you ever talk to somebody who's really stubborn?
I hate those type of people. I hate those type of people. I can be like that sometimes, but I not like, I be playing around when I'm doing it. Like, I'll be like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. But at the end, I'll be like, nah, I'm just kidding. It really was. That was on me. I hate people who cannot admit they wrongs, who cannot, like, look at a different perspective and be like, oh, okay, yeah, you might be right. There be people that, no, it's not me, it's you, bitch ass niggas, you, it's your fault. I don't care. I did my part. No, like, bro, accept your wrongs, bro. Accept your wrongs. I hate people who don't accept their wrongs, bro.
Be like this, but, like, you just can't say you did bad.
Yeah.
But, like, he did bad. You talking about somebody's significant other, bro, you did bad.
It hides the fact, and, like, this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. She would. And you know what's just true? What's so predictable? You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly
okay,
in
what?
a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking lonely girls in the comment section. What you really need, Chad, is some yeah, shut up.
What?
Shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. Come here.
Whoa, what is he insinuating? They need to cancel this nigga. They needed to cancel this. He's gone off the rail. He gone off the rail. Like, the thing is, Jadeon know when to, like, Jadeon is like, he be getting to that borderline, but he know when to fall back. He know when to fall back. That's why I love Jadeon. Jadeon goes, you know what I'm saying, cross the line to where some may not think it's funny, where the other half will think it's funny. But this is crazy right here. This guy, he's basically insinuating, sexually forcing himself on this girl to believe or do what, like look what he's doing.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here. Come here.
What is...
That's what you need. And she's gonna go, that's what you need. You need some sense. Fuck back into you.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's when you
he went off the rails. Nico was not like this.
Nico will do something or say something, and then niggas would be like, people will criticize him over it, and he'll say the same thing every single time in response. It's a joke. Like, niggas don't understand comedy nowadays.
Oh no, but that's the other thing is that Sneeko, but this is where I'm like, okay,
because
when
you know
we
what
first
his,
met
you know what
Sneeko,
his motto is?
What's that?
His motto is, his goal in life is to find truth through funny. That's what he said. He says it like fucking every street.
But that's my point. Like, when we first met Sneeko, or when I first met him, he was trying to do stand-up. And so how you go from somebody who's supposed to be so accepting of comedy and cracking jokes and making light of things to now you're taking everything so serious that you're emulating aggressive interactions with women, or like people calling you a cuck is so triggering that you get to the point of waving fire. Like, how do we get to that point, bro? And that's what I'm saying. I just miss the old Sneeko, bro.
I do too a little bit, man.
I do want to.
This is where I have to go into the dictionary again, because I don't know what that cuck word means. I'm gonna have to go to the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know, I'm a college dropout, man. A weak or servile man, often used as a previous term for a man, moderate or progressive, act like wife is sexually unfaithful. Oh, yeah, what? I mean, they're kind of not wrong. His wife was sexually unfaithful. I mean, but he allowed her to do that. He allowed her to do that.
Wrong with the missing Sneeko.
The old Sneeko was like thought provoking.
Yeah, man.
And even when you didn't agree with him, it'd be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't even know if I could have an interesting convo with him without it like going back to one of the fucking 2 talking points about the Matrix.
That's the problem.
The goddamn Matrix, man.
Because the thing is,
Okay,
like,
this is the thing about woke people too that be thinking about the Matrix and all that. I do agree with some people's views and like how there's a new world order. There's a higher up of people like that's letting things happen, and that, you know, once you become in the industry, you do gotta pick a side, pick this, that, or do stuff. You can't move certain ways where they will get you killed. I do believe these people are around. People will get you killed. People want things to be silenced. People want order in the world. People like try to keep the order, let things happen, like Corona and stuff. But when you get too much, I like agree to those things in a sense. But when you getting too far gone, talking about the Matrix and these people out to get me every day, I'll be like, all right, bro. Yeah, you got that, bro.
Because Sneeko will always be like the barometer. He'd be that one friend who would test the waters out, and then you'd be able to follow up him. Like, all right, cool. Sneeko said it's cool, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go.
Hey man, stop watching me put this on my lip,
like,
bro.
For example,
my lip looking
I
chapped.
know not to go to sex parties because of Sneeko. Even if that was a moment in my mind.
I've been known not to go to no swinger party, bro. I had a coworker, bro, talking about her and her husband. She was old as shit too. She had no business to be telling me this because she was old, wrinkly as shit, bro. Talk about how her and her husband be going to swinger parties, doing this with this person, just giving details and so. I'm like, bro, you do not need, like, I know you my employee. We the only people back here, and you won't got nobody else to talk to. But you do not need to be telling me this with your old ass, nigga. You wrinkly as fuck, and you telling me that you getting, you feel me, about it? You swinging and shit. Don't need to tell me that. Feel me? Don't need to tell me that.
I know now not to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Sneeko, like open relationships. Sneeko, he did not put a restriction on how big the other person's dick had to be when she's having sex with him. Personally speaking.
Yo, bro, what? Yo.
Not put a restriction on how big the other person's dick had to be.
Bro said he did not put a restriction on how big the other person's peen is supposed to be. That's crazy. So he laying there watching somebody with a fucking 12-incher plow his girlfriend just willingly, and he just looking at his shit like, damn, she getting, like, hell no. I wouldn't even be able to be with my girlfriend anymore after that.
Sex with him. Personally speaking, if I were to be in one, I now know it's a 6-inch limit with her. All right, so no 10 inches, because we asked him that in the podcast. Another example, like I personally want to get
I'm not gonna say
my
nothing.
ass eaten, bro.
What? Come on, man. Oh, my laundry, man. Like, oh, man. Come on, man. Hey, come on, dog. That's low. Come on, man. No way, but what Duke say? Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
All right, so no 10 inches, because we asked him that in the podcast. Another example, like I personally want to get my ass eaten, bro.
Oh,
so
come on.
I can't even listen again. Why do niggas like getting box eight? Like, why? But let me be tell you right now, why do niggas want to ass? I understand if you've been in a long relationship and you eat those girls' ass is crazy. Your ass is, I'm not eating nobody ass. I'm not eating vagina like if I don't eat, if it's the first and all this, I'm not eating your little kitty. I don't know how many peens has been in that motherfucker. I'm not doing that. But and look at Lowe trying to cop the plea. Look at Lowe trying to cop the plea. Crazy.
Like I personally want to get my ass eaten, bro.
This big ass nigga want to get his ass eaten, boy. For what? For what?
So
come on, dog.
no, listen, I need to ask someone, but I feel like Sneeko would have been open to that at one point, so I can ask him like, "Yo, Sneeko, what's that feel like, bro?" And he outlined it to me, and if he said it's a go, then I might follow up on that shit, man. But I can't no more. Sneeko he's lost, man. No, he's found. He's definitely found.
Let's get in the ring. Talking all this shit, saying I'm fake red pill, fake alpha. If I'm fake alpha, I never called myself alpha once.
I don't know. A lot of people do not like Hassan, but out of this whole group, I do fuck with Hassan. I really don't know this person, but they probably don't know me, and they probably have a huge following. But I know Hassan, and I do personally I do like listening to what Hassan be saying about stuff sometimes. I really do. I ain't gonna lie.
Then come and fight me. Or no, just hide behind the clout thing. Go ahead.
We know who Sneeko was before, introspective. He was open enough to acknowledge that he's insecure, that he has a lot of things to work on. He openly admitted those things. And again, that's very admirable, and I applaud him for that. But now when you get here to where like it's so anti what you were before, to where if anybody calls you insecure, you're like, oh, not me. I'm alpha. And it's like, bro, but you openly admitted that.
No,
and
he never said he was alpha.
Oh, my bad. High value. I'm high value. I'm enlightened. Took the red pill. So it's like it's the reason why it comes across as so contradictory is because it's opposite of what he said. Because a lot of people have said a lot of things, but if it's been consistent, then that's just what it is.
That's true, but like he's changed so much that like the thing that bothers me about Sneeko is like, yeah, he has changed. Like I don't think he's capable of having conversations without falling back on the same few talking points anymore. And I think a lot of it is rooted in the fact that now he's following this red pill, and the red pill really just is the pursuit of truth. We're all under the same pursuit at the end of the day.
I don't know nothing about this red pill, blue pill. Like I know the Matrix, how they be like, oh, which pill do you want to take, red pill or the blue pill? But like, I'm not getting it in the sense of what these guys are talking about. There's probably like a bigger picture of the red pill, blue pill that I'm gonna probably have to look up on.
Right. But the only issue with Sneeko's pursuit is that like he's become like egregious in his pursuit. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like, and I don't know if you know this, Sneeko, about yourself, but like it feels like everything you say because you think it's gonna get you more clicks. That's the best way to explain it. Like you think the egregious joke about about how she needed to suck my dick, I'm just gonna fucking give you. It just has to be more extreme.
It is. That is exactly what it is. Cause bro said literally, he said, what did he say? What did Sneeko say? He said he wants to be a comedian. He wants to be funny. He wants to do this, all stand up, all this for the views. Like, I mean, if you do stand up and all this, you want to make people laugh, be funny. But he's doing this all for the views at this point because he's canceled off almost everything.
More extreme. Like, I don't know if you follow his Twitter, but yo, the shit he be saying, the jokes, it's like, it's just extreme to be extreme. The extremity of it doesn't
Let me go to Sneeko's Twitter.
The humor is just extreme. Yeah. And you know it's because it's working. Yeah. When Sneeko was making interesting, thought-provoking videos.
We'll get back to this, but first, since no one asked, the definition of insecurity is uncertainty or anxiety about oneself. Lack of confidence. And I'll show you more of the interviews, but they're not that insightful because women will always say something about body image and men will always say something about being weak. Am I pretty? And am I gay? And the best footage.
What? I ain't never just woke up and be like, am I gay? Like, what the fuck? Where's Sneeko's Twitter, bro? Let me see, hold on. I don't see too much crazy stuff. But I'm scanning it real quick. Yeah, I don't want to take too much time on this. I was just scanning Sneeko's thing real quick.
I could put here is of my real home city of New Haven, Connecticut. Everyone thinks I'm from New York because it's close by. I was born there, lived there for years, and I don't correct them because New York sounds way cooler. How much we act based on validation is something I've always thought about, but I never see anyone talk about it. We value being real so much, and I think seeking validation is the #1 disease prohibiting it. Everybody is insecure about something, and I think that
everybody is insecure about something. I should say this. Everybody is insecure about something. Everybody has their insecurities of, oh, if somebody's doing this person doing this person doing, am I good enough? I be having some insecurities. I'll be having that's life. That's being human. Having your little insecurities, not being sure about this, having feelings. Okay, I really don't think that is wrong at all. I really don't think that is wrong at all. But sometimes some people let their feelings get the best of them.
Validation is the #1 disease.
And I do hate people that be looking for validation from everybody. Because me, the only person I tell this all the time, the only person I be looking for validation from really is my girl family. That's all. Girl, my family. God, my girl, my family. Like my girl, I be like caring about her opinion. I be telling her I care about her opinion like more than anybody else. I really couldn't give a fuck about anybody else's opinion because I'm not trying to impress them. I'm only trying to impress my girl all the time, bro. And my family. Like I'm trying to get my family, you know what I'm saying? I try to impress them when I was coming up with YouTube. They didn't believe it. The thing about this is I really will always say this, bro. Your family will never, like your dads and all that. I had African parents growing up, bro. They'll never believe in you until you actually make it, bro. And that is the hardest part about the journey, low key. Like having all your family, your friends, your mans and all that not believe in you and having just other people like that don't even know you, like go hard for you, believe in you, comment on all your videos, like your videos, be on supporting wherever platform you go. That's why I be like, damn, like me coming up in this YouTube stuff, I was like, dang, bro, your family, friends and all that, you don't even be seeing them commenting under your video or showing support, sharing your video, all that. You just got to get it out the mud, bro. You just gonna have to get it out the mud. Once you get that little crowd, that buzz, the rest gonna come. That's when your family come like, oh, my son do this, he make money, he do this, all that. You really can't hate on them for it because they family. But I like my dad. Like I remember my dad, bro. He asked me. I told him I was quit. Like I told him I quit school. Told him I quit school, and I was like, bro, I'm about to do this YouTube. Like that's what God told me to do. I told him that's what God told me to do. Do YouTube. I'm gonna be big. I just gonna have to grind it out. Keep doing. Bro, I told him in the living room. I remember. Told him in the living room. Bro was like thinking I'm possessed, stupid, and dumb. He was African. He an African dad, so he got his beliefs. He's saying the only way you gonna make it in this world is school, school, school. That's you know what I'm saying. A lot of parents who are old, you know what I'm saying, the old people be believing in school is the only way. I'm like, no, dad, bro, we in a different age. Like, bro, I can come up. Like, this was like 2018. He's trying to dictate my life. You going to go to school? And I was like, no, I'm not going to school. I'm taking a year off and do YouTube. After the first month, bro came in my room saying, how much you made this month off YouTube? I said, $43. Bro was standing in the door, was laughing at me. He's like, he said, a McDonald's worker make more than that. You might as well go get a job there. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Well, I use that. Well, I tell you, I use that fuel that he did, that as motivation. Him laughing at me saying I might as well be a McDonald's worker instead of doing this YouTube stuff. I use that as motivation and fuel, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Everybody is insecure about something, and I think that how we act can all be boiled down to what bothers us the most.
It's like that guy with the huge American flag Monster Energy pickup truck with the balls on the back.
Okay, yeah, I do. I hate people. I hate people with this, bro. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, bro, come on now. Like, this one is crazy, bro. That like, why does he have that big of, like, bro, that's crazy.
Nice camera, man. Thank you. You got something to say? Nah. Deep down, we're trying to prove someone wrong, and it influences so many decisions we make. Like this guy who started flexing $1 million unsold art because I made fun of his bun.
This is $1 million piece.
Okay, you sold it?
It's on sale.
Well, good luck.
But now he's having a crazy take after crazy take after crazy take. He's doing better than ever and making more money than ever. Like, he might be banned off all the platforms, but now he's selling this fucking course to niggas on Discord. I bet he's making plenty bank off of that. I don't know what the fuck he's being paid from Rumble, but, like, definitely has a bigger profile. He trends, like, I saw him trending twice in the last week over dumb shit that he said or done.
Oh, well, no, one of the times is because of the cuck.
Yeah.
The cuck holder.
I know.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know if that's
I know.
I don't know if that's on the trend for it.
But he was
Nah, Sneeko is a cuck. I'm not lying. He's letting his girl get thrashed. That's what it said the definition is. So he should not be mad when people call him that. That is exactly what he is, bro. He should not be mad.
He admitted his cuck story. That was a 2-year-old clip. That's a crazy part that people don't know. That's not a recent clip. That's like a 2-3-year-old clip about how he watched his girl get plowed next to him. And
What the fuck?
He did. I mean, did he not?
I mean, why'd you use that verb?
I've said it before. Plowed.
I know.
What's gonna be used? Blown out?
Fucked?
Fucked.
Yeah. Why? Like, Adrian is like me. Adrian got that little, like, that nigga thought low key, like, bro, why you using that word? Like, say his girl got thrashed or he got fucked. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got her doonies beaten. Nah, because that's something a little lower. Say you got your doonies beaten. You know what I'm saying?
He did. I mean, did he not?
Wait, let me go back.
And in a 2-3-year-old clip about how he watched his girl get plowed next to him.
Like, why are you saying plowed? Like, yeah, he watched. Yeah, look at Agent's face. Like, why the fuck is this nigga saying plowed? Like, you like, yeah, low the type of person. Yeah, I came in and had intercourse with her last night. Yeah, It was very nice. It was very nice. It was very nice. I plowed her. I plowed her.
What the fuck?
He did. I mean, did he not?
I mean, why'd you use that verb?
I've said it before. Plowed.
I know.
Which one we use? Blown out?
Fucked?
Fucked.
Like, why are you saying blown out? Yeah. He got blown out last night. He got blown out last night. Yeah, man. It was very good.
Her moaning, toes curl and shit like that, and how he had to just get up and he just couldn't do it anymore. But then he did it again.
What?
So yeah, like that right.
He said he saw his girls moaning, toes curled, getting beat down by somebody with a bigger peen than him, like a 10 plus incher. And he said he would never do it again. He got up and left, got PTSD from it, and decides to go do it again. What the hell? What the hell? That's like if you a little kid. You look at the stove. Like, honestly, kids don't know what a stove is coming up. They touch the stove. Eyes hot. They're not going to do it again. He said he's not going to do it again. Went back and got burned again. He probably did it like 5, 6 more times. It's crazy.
That's the reason why he was trending. That's all I'm saying.
I know.
Yeah.
But he bragged about it like, oh, look at how popular I am, basically. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter?
He did?
Yes, he's like the life of Sneeko.
Oh, see, yeah, he like it because of views, these stories and all that.
Yes.
Oh, then okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm telling you, it feels like he's doing everything he
He
does
is.
because he knows it's gonna get more.
I ain't even gonna lie. Coming up into the YouTube game, you are like, when you come up and you're starting to get views, especially on Twitch too, you do get caught up into the, like, oh, I'm about to keep doing this for views. I'm about to keep this is giving me views. I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care what it making my image look. I done said a whole bunch of crazy shit in my wager reactions. A lot of my subscribers know that. I done said a whole bunch of crazy shit in my reaction. You know what I'm saying? Shit that did that, and you be like, what? Wait, pause. Like, what do you mean? And I did it just for the views. I did it just for the views to bring in the money. I was living good. I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I toned it down a lot. I was like, bro, like, have your morals, bro. Like, toned it down a lot. You feel me? Because off cam, I'm not even like that. Like, it's still like that to this day. Like, when I be on cam compared to off cam, I'm different. Off cam, I am chill as hell. I'm just chill. I'll be laid back. Have my za. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? Relax. You know what I'm saying? I be goofy a lot too. I like to play around. I play around with my girl, people a lot. My homies, if I know you, I'm gonna play around with you a lot. Feel me? But I'm not gonna be saying the stuff I say in my YouTube videos, especially like my 2K videos. I'm not gonna be saying that like real life. I'm not.
He knows it's gonna get
I'll be different. I'll be way different.
And it's odd. And it's
because what's crazy is I never took Sneeko as that person when I first met him.
Me neither, actually.
I never took him as that person.
Me neither.
I never.
And the interesting part is, like, one of
People change as they grow, as they start experience. Like Sneeko, he started changing when the views and all that started coming in.
those big criticisms to like channels like ours, and he says it all the time on his streams because I see clips of it, is like, well, commentary channels just ride the fence. But it's interesting that anytime you don't have like an extreme opinion on something, like the extreme niggas be calling it riding the fence. But this is my opinion. I don't think Sneeko's a fucking horrible human being. Rage asked an interesting question at the end of his reaction when he was reacting to all this, because apparently now they got beef too. And you're YRG, so this might be relevant to you. But Rage,
I'm YRG in playback, so I'm gonna have double beef now. When this video uploads,
Rage asked, like, is he capable of redemption? And it was interesting. I saw basically most of the chat, 80% of it say no.
I don't think so.
It's not Hitler. Yeah.
I mean, everybody can be redeemed. I feel like because God forgives everybody for their sins. You know, you don't have to believe in that. You know, everybody has their own belief system. But my belief system, I believe in Christianity. You know, it's like, you know, God forgives you for your sins if you ask for forgiveness and all that. So I do feel like everybody deserves redemption. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many times they may mess up. But it's like, it depends how far you go, because this is real life. People will forgive, but they won't forget. And some people will just forget, but not even forgive. Or some people won't even do both. They'll hold vengeance against you regardless, no matter what it is. I mean, they got that get back gang mentality. I got to get you back. I want vengeance. I want vengeance. It's going to make them feel better. I don't even think it'll make people who usually get their get back or get vengeance don't feel better. Except for these drill rappers. When they get their get back, I feel like they feel better. They be truly happy. Like when I was looking at the King Mon story, that man was a demon, bro. That man was happy when his op died. He was happy. He was dancing, doing, you know what I'm saying? That man was happy.
Like, he just has like pretty extreme ideas.
But then when it happened to him, you know what I'm saying? But Mon was a popular person. It was like, oh, see, that's why I go like, I do like hear Quando Rondo's little points where he be talking like, oh, if it was the other way around, y'all wouldn't have been like, you feel me, as sad, or like if it was me, or if it was, you know what I'm saying? It's just because that King Von had that buzz. He was coming up, he had that buzz. He was around Dirk. That's why everybody's like, bro, that was wrong. You need to spin back on and get Quando, get Tim. Same way.
Ideology right now.
Like he got a body.
Exercises it with like crazy jokes that attract attention because of how wild they are. That's not capable of redemption. Are you crazy?
But wait, what did he do that's not redeemable?
That's what I thought. So I said yes, but like everybody was disagreeing with me. And so
is it the cuckoldery?
I don't think it was the cuckoldery. I think it's just people think he.
I don't even know what exactly Sneeko did to get banned off like everything. What did Sneeko exactly do? What did he say? Did he say something like Kanye, or what did Sneeko do? Somebody need to let me know.
Extreme. But the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to, that doesn't have to be your brand for you to just have and give your opinion on things. And to be honest with you, most of our opinions is not going to be he's an asshole, he's the worst human being ever, or he's the greatest human being ever. It's just a fucking flawed human being who went down a very odd, strange path over the past few years, and this has been the results of it. It doesn't mean that he's not capable of redemption. I simply just don't fucking believe that. And the thing is people want to pick sides.
I don't think he wants redemption.
You either hate him or you love him. The people that love him, they're gonna tune into his streams, they're gonna like his posts on Twitter, they're gonna believe what he says about the Matrix. And the people that hate him think like he's the fucking pit of the earth, like this person needs to be fucking exterminated from the planet and it's gonna be better for everybody. But for some reason, if you don't have one of those two opinions, you're riding the fence.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think you're just finding
the nuances
of life.
Yeah.
And it doesn't gotta be binary. I don't think Sneeko's a dog shit human being, even though he's done some pretty dog shit things, like the things he said about Moist Critical's significant other.
Yeah.
Like some of the
and some of
awful
the clips,
jokes that he be
jokes,
making,
yeah.
and some of the conversations he be having, some of the people he platforms, like that racist fuck that was talking about how like there shouldn't be like interracial relationships because you know, some people are just like this.
That's why I tell you, don't give some of these people the platform, because they're just gonna poison the mind of your subscribers. You don't even know if kids is watching. That's why I be getting what Hassan be telling Aiden. I be getting it when Hassan be telling Aiden, like, bro, you literally got on what's it called and showed porn to a whole bunch of little kids. Like, yeah, your stream may say 18 plus and all that, but y'all already know. Nigga, back in the y'all know when I was a kid making MySpace, Facebook. I know y'all gonna say I'm old. MySpace old as hell. Facebook, bro, it tells you got to be 18. You got to be this certain age. We make it anyways. We make Twitter. A lot of kids make Twitter anyways, and they say you have to be this age. Twitter is basically Pornhub. I'm not even gonna lie. Twitter is basically Pornhub, bro. It really is. But you have kids making they Twitters, and then they get exposed to all of this, bro. That's how it is. Yes, people say Aiden showing kids all this, but you go on Twitter and it's basically the same way. But look, Aiden, this is the thing. You just gotta be like the public figure that you are and not show that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not that.
But I don't be agreeing with a lot of stuff that everybody be trying to cancel Aiden for or this, that. But Aiden has gone down like a path where he's like, damn, that nigga going crazy. But Aiden is a good guy. He's a good freaking guy. He be giving a lot of people money. He put a lot of people on in this streaming shit, bro. He done lifted them. He was like the king of the Twitch at one point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how Aiden was rocking on Twitch. He had that shit in a chokehold. You feel me? So we do have to give Aiden his flowers. We do have to, you feel me? But I just don't want him to go down that path like Sneeko's going on, because that's what it's looking a little bit.
Some of the things you do is fucking weird, Sneeko.
Because he feel like he could say whatever and do whatever he want. Like, I feel like he did get influenced by Andrew Tate a lot. I do.
You do it under the guise.
And Aiden come from the community that I was in. 2K, the community I'm still in, the 2K community.
You're open and you're being open-minded, but you're really not, though, because when someone has an opposing belief to you, usually you're not willing to listen anymore. And the old Sneeko that most of the internet remembers would have been willing to listen and have a conversation, would have argued his point, that he was wrong. There was a time where you were open to dialogue and it would make for an interesting conversation. I feel like nowadays your dialogue is just content so that you can hammer home your point about the Matrix for the 55th time that night.
Too much extreme can definitely come across as fake or phony. I haven't been keeping up with him enough to know like the things that he said that you just insinuated about, like how, oh man, I'm trending because of da-da-da-da. Because that's kind of weird, and I just never pegged Sneeko to be that type of person. But hey man, I just miss the old Sneeko, man.
He does it a lot in different contexts. He'd be like, oh, look at them trying to cancel me, but I'm boxing in Dubai right now. I don't know how to explain it to you, but like,
nah, Sneeko in that boxing clip was terrible. Bro had no type of form. Let me even pull it up if you haven't even seen it. Sneeko in that boxing clip was Sneeko boxing. It was, I ain't even gonna lie. ain't even gonna lie. Where's it at?
Hey, come check this out, yo. All I know is paper, baby. You know what I'm about. Hey, I've been
That's not even the one. That's not even the one I seen. I seen the one he was just terrible, like looking terrible with it, bro. I don't even know which one. Where's that? He was looking terrible with it. But hey, they was on Aiden head about boxing too. But you know what I'm saying?
A lot of his
Everybody get better
like, look,
eventually.
As they try and hold
You gotta
me
start
back,
somewhere.
Look what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah, that's kind
Which is like, I mean, I guess if you buy into the ideology that the Matrix has become a meme now. I don't know if you know that.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
No, man, let us know in the comment section below. Y'all think Sneako's a cuck, man. I don't think
No, what?
he is. I think, and if he is, if he is, that's fine.
He is, bro. He let his girl. The literal definition of a cuck. It says a weak or several men, often used as contemptuous term for a man with moderate or progressive political views. A man whose wife is sexually unfaithful. A cuckold. Yeah, he is. This is the definition right here. I mean, he may not be weak or several. Nah, he have to be, because I don't know. You letting your girl do that, get thrashed by dudes. I don't even know. He is a cuck. He has to be.
Fine. Yo, Destiny had me pissed off because he thought like we were making fun of him. I'm like, nah, bro, he's cool. Being a cuck is okay. Like, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's it.
fine,
If
bro.
that's your life, you want to watch your girl get thrashed. You want to, you feel me? You feel like that's
bag, no shame. We don't shame around here, bro. Damn. If you want to get cucked out, or you like the idea of you having sex with your significant other, and a man eating her out while your dick is inside of her, bro,
Yo,
that's
what
you,
the?
bro. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, bro. But yo, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, man. What do y'all think about Sneako, the back and forth?
Let me go through the comments on this. Low sarcasm, justice. Sneako's humiliation king. That's facts. Sneako's humiliation king is over. Like, the agent disappointment at 9:18.
Like, I personally want to get my ass eaten.
That, bro, watch how agent move right here. I was these comments funny, bro. Need a peer-to-peer, you know, this at this point. I'm all for Sneako slander. Dude has fallen off a cliff after the moist situation. Yeah, Low threw me off whenever he was talking about getting his ass ate, bro. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like, what are you talking about? You want, like, you are a whole, like, grown ass man, bro. What you want? I mean, I know everybody got their likes, but bro, keep that to yourself. We're done with this reaction right here, bro. I need to get back into the UK drill scene. The UK drill scene, bro. UK drill scene. Hold on. I'm not signed into what to say. Let me see the UK drill scene that I've been missing. I've been missing a whole bunch of UK drill stuff. You feel me? I do need to give me a little snack. Hold up. I am starving. What we got? The Bronx burning? Let me watch this.
And I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son. He sent me some.
I had no idea what drill rapping was. Old head as fuck.
I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son.
He's at rapping.
He sent me some videos, and it is alarming.
Oh, so his son opt out. You feel me? Try to get drill rap packed up. His son opt out.
Some videos.
Knowing his daddy the mayor and shit.
Alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community. That started to change.
Where y'all niggas at, bro? Where y'all Lori Law niggas at? Y'all niggas pissing on my son, Goon Ward, nigga. Y'all niggas is fucking.
You did somebody who died. His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Look how that worked.
These individuals
Oh my God. And niggas be using Rara name crazy out there. Like basically how they be using Tuka name in Chicago. It is crazy.
get credit for the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often
Man, I
stalk
miss
their
D-Thing,
enemies in
bro.
broad daylight.
Why y'all running out Dolly?
Even though I liked K-Flock better, and I would always be like, I rock with the DOA side. Bro,
Violence. We allow
D-Thing was too tough.
On these sites.
Hi, what is up, everybody? We're gonna talk about New York drill, probably one of the wildest scenes in rap, period. 7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill, and the feds started doing gang sweeps, taking everybody down.
Man, I forgot about Pop. Pop, bro, if Pop never died, a lot of these niggas in the drill scene wouldn't even be here today. I'm telling you that as a fact. Pop never died, a lot of these niggas in the drill scene would not have been here today. Buzzing. Pop would have had the city on lock. For sure. He would have been a mega superstar, bro. Mega superstar.
By one. It got so crazy. You got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases. Because there's so many cameras in New York, the internet gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings, beatings near delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music videos like they were Easter eggs. You had the city's mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that tracks everybody's pages online.
Much of that work is done here at the NYPD's Real-Time Crime Center.
They're bragging about what they're doing. Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx took over. Maybe one of the sickest.
I ain't gonna lie, for the longest, people been bragging about what they do. Like, have y'all not seen Vaughn? Vaughn used to, when an op died, he'd be on Twitter like the next moment. And Vaughn did that so many times, bro. He'd be on Twitter in an instant, ready to, damn, I didn't even eat all my chips and I crushed them all up. I don't even want them no more. Vaughn used to be on Twitter right after his op died, laughing about it, dancing and all that. It's been like that, bro. Vaughn was doing that back in 2012 when he was a jit.
In the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible.
Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering.
Now they took the whole RPT out.
Niggas don't care about me, my heart. Like, my heart only been like 3 months. Like, niggas really forgot about me already. Like,
with the government trying to pin them for everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty.
How it be though? That's how it be. Niggas do not remember. Like that's how it is in everything. You be on the top of something, one little mistake, one little mishap, niggas don't love you no more. They forget all what you did. For me, they just forget all about it. You go away, or you take a little break, you do this, niggas don't love you no more.
About one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene, D-Thang, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream with his boys, then shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
your little mate's right here. Dog, wait. You gonna pick him up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York was getting done for clout.
They killed a pigeon?
And numbers. With shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15.
That's why I'm telling you, these kids is young as hell dying, bro. What they say, Naughty was 12? How old was Naughty? Naughty was like 12 or 13, something like that.
Back alleys and the looping hills.
I think he was 13 because they had a song they said he didn't make it to 4th. Yeah, he was 13.
Carry out hits in broad day.
This gang conducted wolf pack-like searches throughout the investigation.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's.
I think it's crazy how in New York you cannot have no gun. Like you cannot move around no gun at all. And I'm telling you, bro, if I had ops and all this, I'm moving around with a gun, bro. I'll be like, what do y'all expect me to do? Either not defend myself and just get killed because I got ops. I was born into this. I lived in this neighborhood. I grew up this way. Do I expect me to have not no gun? The amount of time you get for having a gun in New York and UK is way even worse than the UK.
I'm trying to send someone to urgent before they make
All right, we don't need none of that.
For understand this story. All right, we're going to the Bronx to understand this story. Get ready to see wild shit. I mean, you got gangs dressing as Squid Games for Halloween, and it's not to go trick-or-treating.
I don't remember that. That was the thing, bro. That shit was actually hard.
For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations, you got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established.
Lee Drilly, oh my God, this song was so tough. Public service announcement when it dropped, bro. I remember, bro, this was the prime time for New York drill, bro. I was listening to Lee Drilly, D-Thang, K-Flock. When K-Flock and B-Love would drop, they shit, Dougie B. Bro, oh my God, this was a good time. Shy K was even I feel like Shy K was tough too back then, bro. Now they all just,
You got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established rappers, beefing with each other because of block politics.
That's my cousin.
No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see.
wait, who's cousins? Is B-Love cousins with what's his name? Lee Drilly?
Politics.
That's my cousin.
No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see.
It's K Flock. I remember that interview. He's talking about K Flock and D thing.
Because y'all all family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling?
Nah, I don't think so.
Wow. The music in the Bronx is super high energy, sometimes too high. Like these kids got ADD or something. The Bronx has the biggest dropout rate in all of New York, and it's becoming a problem. You got kids going to school in rival territories, with different campuses getting metal detectors in them to squash.
62% of Bronx high school students go through metal detectors. Me and my mans was just talking about that. Me and my man's ton yesterday was like 2 days ago, because that little Nashville school shooting happened. We was just talking about this. He was like, see, if schools like had he said if schools in the South was like New York, this wouldn't be happening. I was like, what you mean schools in New York? He said all the schools in New York have metal detectors. Well, he said in the Bronx. He was like all the schools in the Bronx because he from the Bronx. He moved. He was like all the schools in the Bronx have metal detectors. So he was like, hey, you ain't gonna see no school shooting in the Bronx or in New York. He said that's all them southern states. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that is facts. They do be happening in all these like little southern states in the South and shit. That's when you be seeing all the school shooting. I do think schools need to have metal detectors. I ain't about to have my daughter go to school and possibly somebody up in there blicking, bro. I'm telling you. I live in the South. Now I remember this.
Of course, is the.
I remember this because they were talking about Shy K's shoes, bro. That's when he got. It was a big altercation at school with him and his op.
100 million views on YouTube in 2 years of rapping, coming out of the Cortland projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortland homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy. The NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called...
The NYPD do not play. They build cases against everybody. They got 6ix9ine, got him to sing, got K Flock, got D Thing. They get every rapper. They get be getting almost everybody, bro.
PSA 7. Even though a precinct,
they got Bobby. They get bro. If you get in a rap scene and you talk about drill, they will come get you because they got Bobby. Bobby did some time. They got a lot of people, bro.
A few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Shaq.
When he dropped that shit was hard.
Known for having a deep ass voice that doesn't really match his face.
It
Went
doesn't.
To the rival school in Mott Haven campus, just 9 minutes away from his hood, where he would bug out towards any kid that repped the rival gang, the YGs. He was making posts talking about YG killer, even hopping on Instagram lives at 12 years old, saying directly to a YG kid.
That was Shy K. He looked different. Bro, hairline look way better, bro. His shit's a V now. Bro should look way better right here now. Hey,
named Wulati, that he was gonna spare him.
Oh, this. I don't know who gets talked about the most. It probably is Wulati. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Cause they be talking about Rara and Wulati a lot. Them two a lot.
Yo, he said what's up, Wulati. I know. I'm not gonna jump you on the.
I do not look like Shy K right.
5 years later, Wulati would get murdered. See, the Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang which started in 2003 in the Mott Haven houses and the Patterson houses, just 10 minutes away from Cortland. 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons and Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment, and the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island. At one point, the YGs had dozens and dozens of different sets all banging under its umbrella, with all sorts of different hoods spread out throughout the Bronx, forcing other blocks around them to create their own gangs in response to combat the YGs. You can even see this in the classic South Bronx joint, Shot Caller, from French Montana. In the video, French is surrounded by YGs. And here, you can see the leader, Drew Hef, who was killed a few years later at Club
Waka
Tropicana,
Flocka?
beaten on the head with the glass base of a hookah pipe.
What the hell, bro? Beat him on the head with a
When
hookah?
the glass shattered, his ops used a metal rod inside the hookah to continue pounding his head,
God
leaving Drew
damn.
Hef drenched in blood. He died in a coma a week later. The youngsters who oppose YGs often cite this event to antagonize them. YGs were notorious for violence themselves.
That song was tough. I ain't gonna lie though. That song was tough though.
Took place on April 16th of 2012, when a gang of YGs were drinking liquor on a hazy night, discussing who was the toughest in the crew. This crew of YGs made a 7-minute walk and stormed their rivals on Cortland Ave to see what they could catch. The Cortland buildings were empty, except for one kid. A 16-year-old named Noah Bala, aka Moses, was alone walking. Probably weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. The YGs chased him, kicked him to the ground, and stomped him to death.
Damn. Oh, that's why they be saying Noah. Oh my God. Bro was young.
From the Cortland projects hold Noah's name in high regard. Be Love, whose hit song, If You Know You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting.
So does everybody from New York, like, do they all, is there always a Lamar? Like, this dude look like Lamar from BMF. Like, bro, I need them shoes though. I really do. I need to cop these, bro. I need to cop these and the black cats.
Outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortland youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. I can't even score with it. Nah, flock you, throw that up one more time. What the fuck you talking about? What you talking about, pussy? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will get active in the courts, outside the courts, in front of police. They don't care.
I mean, they say K-Flock done killed that person or two people. That one person, like, 10 minutes from the precinct, bro. Like 10 minutes down the street from the precinct. That shit crazy. That sound like Shy K.
Now, Noah's death is.
Hold on, let me go back. Was Shy K running?
Now, Noah's death is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him and the Cortland projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That.
Nah, Shy K, when he got that wedgie, I seen that video, it was crazy, bro. That wedgie was like, I don't know if y'all seen it. Let me see. He might show it in here.
Talking about the beating of Noah.
Hold on, let me show y'all the wedgie, bro. Oh my God. Let me show y'all the wedgie. Oh my God, that motherfucker. That wedgie, chill, bro. Like, look at this, bro. What? Like, bro, that wedgie was crazy right here. Hold on. Like, damn. I mean, I know bro is young, but god damn, they dragging that nigga, bro. That wedgie was crazy, bro. That wedgie super crazy.
That song is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. It's a direct shot at Sha EK, the rapper from Cortland, who was caught on camera getting a wedgie.
Drag him! Yo!
Yeah, okay, they did shot.
Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That.
Now, D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses two 44-floor buildings and two 38-story buildings standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders, hiring security guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then, the kids took over.
One way in, one way out. So this my brother for life, forever.
They all locked up, bro.
Robbing.
Damn.
The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music videos, then tying them to shootings.
You got shot, is that true?
Yeah, we know. What about my mother, we know.
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids were getting their hands on weapons. Ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. It's been wrecking havoc in the city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon,
I didn't even know there was things
you
that
can go online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct a firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is.
Damn, I didn't even know you could do this. These niggas is moving devious.
You can go online and purchase these parts.
They just showed me something new. Not that I'm about to go do it. No, I said I already got my own license to carry.
Untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
Yeah, Muddy, don't do that, Muddy. Don't do that, Muddy.
If I see Stunner, you know I'ma whack him. Fuck that. No, I'ma clash him. Show my energy last time I saw you, Stunner.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin, coming from the famous Little Italy part of Central Bronx, near the 48th precinct. K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins.
I don't even know who that thing is. I'm the mom and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks, all of which...
You know, that's the first time I even really knew what DOA stood for. Never really knew what DOA stood for. I knew where all the other gangs stood for.
His gang, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks, all of which are surrounded by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock.
Let me see.
Surrounded by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang, DOA.
Come outside, Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always playing on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans knew K-Flock as a crash-out specialist who would film his gang endeavors all for social media, this resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of hot. Ask KK. Yo, I was there. We was in there, but who was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Knocker in there. Wait a room, no.
Now, this would make his rivals upset.
He crashed out. Crashing out, bro. Crashing out. I don't think the way K-Flock killed the man that he killed was wrong, because that was your op, and you didn't know, and he was with his like little sister or something, so he didn't know what that type of time of that dude was on. Might have killed him or his little sister or whatever. I don't say that was bad. He was just defending himself.
K-Flock would bring them into Instagram lives just to argue with them.
Bro, y'all over scariness. I was following y'all. You never did nothing to me though. Really never did nothing.
Now this was the weirdest stuff though. K-Flock being on the phone with his ops and like, or all the New York drill niggas being on the phone with their ops FaceTime. That was like a new level. I was like, bro, how are you on? Like, usually if somebody get op, you don't get on the phone with them. You don't, you know what I'm saying? It's just up when you see them on site. Like when you see them up, you're not getting on the phone politics talking about this, that. Crazy.
That kid he was talking shit to is Rajiz, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from K-Flock's hood. Now, just 2 weeks after they had that argument on live, this YG kid Rajiz would preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey yo, kicking out less with the facts. Anytime that they try to backs, he blew you a kid, you ain't smoking on Matt.
While this was going on, the feds were catching these same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes Benzes, even robbing
them niggas out here. I forgot what state it is. I think it's Detroit or something like that. Stealing them Kia boys or great boy. And them niggas in Atlanta getting they scat packs taken like that, bro. You might as well not even go buy a scat pack if you live in Atlanta. If you live in, I think it's Detroit, you might as well not get a Kia, bro. Kia boys about to take your shit, bro. Seeing your shit on the side. I done see somebody, I seen a clip the other day. Somebody had a Range Rover, left it outside, bro. They came outside, they took all the parts off that motherfucker. I was like, huh? I would have been tight.
Robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory, K-Flock's neighborhood. They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out, and died in front of customers. The same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God. Don't slide. Don't try to go like doing some stupid shit.
It's crazy. K-Flock and Shaike used to be like, bro.
Don't slide. Don't try to
crazy. Like a lot of people probably don't even know this era.
J-Rip's murder got out quickly that day. The kid Rajiz, who was on live with Flock a few months prior, was now on social media mocking J-Rip's death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber on the phone. 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly.
God dang, how they find him in an Uber? How they know he getting the Uber? They scoping. They just driving around the scooter, they see somebody in the back, and they're like, that look like in that car right there. Bing, bing, bing. What the hell? And I know the Uber driver's like, he probably don't Uber drive no more in New York, bro. I would have had to give it up after that.
In a private Uber on the phone. 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra
on a scooter though? They did a drive-by on a scooter.
This happened in Mount Hope, a mile out from J-Rip's murder scene earlier that day. Ra's family learned about his
it was
death
the same
from a
day?
friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed. Revenge does not heal losing loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show, upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away. 5 people were found shot, 1 stabbed, right outside the club Revel 32, as security at the venue scrambled, turning his tour bus into a makeshift ambulance, transporting victims to the hospital. The tour bus got shot up as well, because the people that were doing the shooting thought the K-Flock was inside it.
Most of these victims were occupants of a private bus that had been identified as being in multiple locations.
Dang, the ops was ready, bro.
But he managed to escape unharmed. The next day, K-Flock would pop out at Rolling Loud, New York for a surprise performance.
With the surprise performance, the next stars
I remember this. I was seeing K-Flock just blow up.
But he got into a brawl with another Bronx artist as their
Rambuno. Look at Dougie. Oh my God. Look at Dougie B is so funny.
K-Flock and B-Love.
But he got into a brawl with another Bronx artist as their entourages clashed, thus banning Flock from the festival for life. But all this beef
K-Flock got banned?
His profile. That same night, he would drop the song Being Honest with G Herbo, which now has 25 million views on YouTube. It was like K-Flock was on top of the world, but he was still doing drills. 6 days later, he was in a rental car with his boys, driving to his cousin D-Thang's building, the River Park Towers, spotting an op, shooting them on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. You'd think it would stop there, but no. The next week, undercovers pulled K-Flock over in Yonkers, finding a gun in his sock, which if you know New York laws, carries a 3 to 5 year sentence. The very next day, he was bragging about buying a new gun. You're thinking this might stop, and it will.
He was, K-Flock was like, or like, he felt like he would. I feel like K-Flock felt like he was untouchable. I feel like a lot of rappers feel like when they come up, they get money, they are untouchable. That is not the case. We done seen Kodak went to jail like 6 times. He had to have Trump take him out, or he would have still probably been in there. Shiesty, what's it called? We saw Bobby Shmurda, a whole bunch of like a lot of these New York niggas, Chef G, all them, they in jail. They be thinking they untouchable. You not untouchable. They will come get you, no matter how much money you have.
On December 16th, 2021, K-Flock walked past the barbershop in Harlem early in the morning, had a standoff with this man, pulled a pistol out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the city with the most buzz, caught on surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe, shooting a rival.
Updated in fashion, just like he said in the song. K-Flock, one thing I can say about K-Flock, he really was rapping where he lived. Like, he really was about that. Even when he had all the money and all that thing, he was still doing all that stuff. He was still doing all that stuff. He was still, I say this all the time, when you get money, rapping, get out the hood. Niggas need to follow Shy EK blueprint, for real. I mean, it wasn't even Shy EK blueprint. A lot of rappers done did it. But like, bro, when you come up, don't keep spinning that life, like living in the streets, doing that life. You're gonna go to jail or die.
He's wearing in surveillance video that day are the same unreleased Jordans he was showing off for social media just a few days before. And the craziest part is the guy Flock's booked for killing comes from a set in Harlem that have the same enemies that K-Flock has. Geographically, they have the same rivals. They both beef with YGs and Drillies. Flock began beefing with this set in Harlem called the OIs because one of their rappers, Edop Baby, was seen at a party smoking on Instagram Live with some YGs.
Yo, this shit, why do this shit got 300 views?
So Flock turned on them, gathered his posse, and made one of the coldest Bronx drill songs yet, called Brotherly Love. Riddled with disses.
Brotherly Love was that shit. This was like 2K20 era, 2K21 era, 2K20, 2K21 era. Bro, everybody's on 2K. Drill music was that shit in the 2K community, bro. Oh my God. Like, that's when I first got introduced to drill music. I remember it's like on this streamer named Boss. Like, bro, oh my God. His streamer, this is where I first heard Brotherly Love. And I was like, bro, this shit go, like, what is this? I said, this shit go hard. What the fuck?
This Harlem set, the OIs.
Whole head. Look at B Love's dreads.
HomieKel, the rapper from Cortland, would side with Baby, so in turn, he would start beefing with Flock, and Flock would start beefing with him. Both of them releasing diss tracks, with Flock saying he was smoking on HomieKel's dead father.
Free Flock. All y'all niggas music's doing bad now. Y'all need him, but free him, because you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be the 5th dad DOA member.
Interestingly, just minutes before Flock pulled the trigger at that barber shop, killing the man, he had logged onto FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had filmed a music video 1 year prior called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn.
Flock basically just opted himself out. He showed his gun. He had the same clothing on. At first, you remember, he was saying that wasn't him. Basically opted himself out, bruh.
With all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Drillies would get taken down in a massive RICO case, booking 20 people for murder, conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity. Not even a month later, D-Thang, along with 22 of his guys from RPT, would get swept up as well. Then if you thought the scene wasn't toxic enough, 6 months later, the young rapper from Harlem, Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans still wondering to this day.
I still don't think committed suicide. I really don't think committed suicide on it. Man, this is a conspiracy theory. I do not think Baby killed him. It was like so random and weird how Baby died all of a sudden, bro. Like, I really thought at first when they said Baby died, I thought somebody got him. It was like he killed him. So I was like, huh? Well, he seemed right. He seemed right. I still don't think he did.
Fast forward to this year.
I think his girl set him up.
And K-Flock, who was already sitting in prison for murder, would be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2023. This is the New York drill scene in a nutshell. Every few years, a scene pops.
That's tough. That's
Off from one of the boroughs. Rappers make a huge wave, and then it all comes crashing down. That's it for this video.
That's tough. That's tough. Oh, this YSL case right here. I ain't gonna like these trap gigs. I can watch them all day. I think I'm gonna watch one more and then I'm gonna react to a drill.
But be aware that you have the right.
I do want to watch this. King Slime inside the takedown of Young Thug. I do want to watch this right here.
Not incriminate yourself while you are there and anywhere else. Anything that you say can be used against you.
He is the one that we're all afraid of. He's the one that's King Slime. He is.
I hope Young Thug get out and use this. He's the one we all afraid of. He's the one we are scared of. King Slime. And then a song drop, just like, you know, like how Hot dropped, you'd be like, dun, 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 dun. Like, you know, he had this playing in the beginning, leading up to that bass drop, like that drop, and that song would be hard.
Talking about
I hope Young Thug get out.
You're gonna die. They have 10 100-round choppers talking about weapons. They said, just screw it, take it to trial.
Social media is a wonderful tool for prosecuting every indictment.
Gonna look bad in that song. Gunna looks bad in it. Take this shit to trial, yeah. That Gunna looks bad in that song.
Yeah, man.
Because he didn't want to take it to trial. When it came down to it, he didn't want to take it to trial. He said, I'm gonna tell. I'm not gonna take it to trial. I'm not gonna take it to trial. I'm gonna tell.
Behind the car in the street.
Alright, what is up, everybody? We gotta talk about this YSL takedown. It's one of the craziest stories, as slowly, over 9 years, the state set up wiretaps to monitor Young Thug's crew, documenting every hand gesture, and tattoos and photos, captions and emojis were all collected as evidence that Young Thug's label YSL was actually an organized gang enterprise, who had been in a 7-year war in Zone 3 Atlanta with the rapper YFN Lucci and his crew. And it escalated to robberies and murders. Witnesses got bribed out of testifying, and when rivals caught YSL members in a building, they forced them to strip naked and take photos, throwing up their gang signs.
Wait, what?
Witnesses got bribed out of testifying, and when rivals caught YSL members in a building, they forced them to strip naked and take photos, throwing up their gang signs.
What the hell?
Bro, they naked.
They naked?
I tried to grab the gun like, I ain't gonna let him strip all my partners right here.
The fans were shocked. They named Young Thug as the kingpin, saying his own members feared him for his power, and that all the events Young Thug would put on.
Hey, the thing about this is, Y'all see my nigga name, first off, his name is Jeffrey. Name is Jeffrey first. Name is Jeffrey. He wears dresses and all that. And they letting him be the king slime and fear him so much. Let this be told. I'm not saying that there ain't wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But they fear this man so much, dressing up in the dresses. Name Jeffrey. You feel me? And a lot of people thought Young Thug was gay coming up. I ain't gonna lie. I had to defend. Y'all don't know how I had to defend Young Thug in high school. When I was in high school and Young Thug was coming up, because Young Thug was coming up when I was in high school. Dropped the freestyle, the lifestyle and all that song. You feel me? Y'all remember that? That song go hard today. Like, it's crazy how back then I didn't understand what he was saying, but now I completely understand what he was saying because all the mumble rap and shit we be hearing. Back then, mumble rap, I did not know. Like, I was like, bro is mumbling. He's saying, now I understand what he's saying. Like, I can understand that whole line perfectly. I bet you can too. Like, back then, you was like, what the fuck is this nigga saying, bro? But now you can understand it, bro. Like, it's easy. But yeah, Young Thug coming up. Bro, y'all don't know how. I love slime seasons. Young Thug and Uzi was my favorite. Y'all know how hard it is to defend them two niggas when everybody calling them fruit? Because they wearing purses and dresses and shit. I'm like, bro, they just, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gay. He just... And see, they saying all these niggas fear this nigga. So they all fear the nigga in the dress, bro.
Saying his own members.
I want an apology from all them niggas in high school, bro.
All the events Young Thug would put on in the city.
On my ass about Young B.
For YSL.
Young Thug being my favorite and Uzi.
The DJs got choked out just for playing Young Thug's music. But the biggest insult for police was the whole time Young Thug was leaving hints in the music, bragging about giving the lawyers millions to handle all the killings.
Dude, that song goes so hard. Yeah, the lawyer close to 2 man, he had all the killings. That shit goes so hard.
When Young Thug was rapping about, I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mentions me, he was really talking about getting Lucci's house shot up and wounding his mother in the process.
I do wonder if Young Thug really tried to get Lil Wayne shot up, though.
Shooting it, like, sideways behind the car.
And everything came crashing down 2 months ago on Cleveland Avenue, Young Thug's block. As Atlanta police moved in on a housing complex, they wanted to arrest a YSL member for an armed robbery. But the dude escaped, shooting an officer 6 times before they finally brought him to Fulton County. In 2 days, he got on the phone with Young Thug and asked permission to murder Thug's rival Lucci, who was sitting in the same prison. And while Thug was trying to fly drones past the jail windows to deliver cell phones to his guys, he didn't realize the state was already 1 step ahead.
Bro tried to fly a drone? Really? Literally? When while speaking over a cell phone to an incarcerated Fulton County gentleman, discussed a plan to fly a drone carrying cell phones beyond the guard lines to a window at the Fulton County Jail in violation. Damn, this nigga was on some operation type shit, some Spy Kids type shit, trying to get these niggas the phone.
With other inmates to listen in on all their calls. Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. Let's go.
Okay, speed note.
Your trap music. Okay, Atlanta. It's the entertainment hub of the South, the Silicon Valley of trap music, and one of the only cities who kept their clubs open during COVID, because in Atlanta, music is the currency. It's a place where the suburbs, the mansions, and the slums are all grouped together and divided up into zones that are determined by police precincts. For this particular story, we have to travel southeast to Zone 3. It's home to new stars like YFN Lucci out of Summer Hill and Young Thug, hailing from the infamous Cleveland Avenue corridor. Generally, the more south you go in Atlanta, the more dangerous it gets. Everything from the Chevron to the Exxon gas stations on Young Thug's block is gang territory. It's where YSL conduct their business. You could even find YSL's rivals patrolling these gas stations brazenly in a vlog 2 months ago, and the dude filming had no idea he was on Young Thug's territory with the ops.
This is where we at, man. Look.
Let me go back.
It's where YSL conduct their business. The more dangerous it gets. Everything from the Chevron to the Exxon gas stations on Young Thug's block is gang territory.
What?
It's where YSL.
So the gang's got the gas station on lock. So I can't even pull over. They look like they all wearing blue. So if I pull over in red, nigga, I'm getting shot up. What the fuck?
YSL conduct their business. You could even find YSL's rivals patrolling these gas stations brazenly in a vlog 2 months ago, and the dude filming had no idea he was on Young Thug's territory with the ops.
This is where we at, man.
You know, until Young Thug got locked up, I didn't even know he was like a kingpin or in a gang. I didn't even know YSL was a gang or nothing like that. These niggas kept it for real ultra low key because I didn't even know they was like a gang. I just thought YSL was a rap group because that's what coming up. That's what Birdman and them would promote YSL, like, you know what I'm saying? The rap gang, Slat. And I would always say Slat coming up, yeah, Slat, Slime Love all the time. For me, I didn't think it was like no real gang shit.
Ain't nothing but slimes around us, bro.
This whole area where we at, it's still slime shit.
See, most fans know YSL as Young Stoner Life.
That's what I thought.
Thug's label. But that's corporate camouflage for the real name of YSL, Young Slime Life, which over the years had built into a gang syndicate, connected the blood sets across the East Coast, and a sprinkle of Crips from the city. What Thug's been able to do since being famous is incorporate their slang into the music, making it popular, with fans around the world saying slime or slat, meaning slime life at all times. Their slime is your—
I thought it was slime love all the time.
Around the world saying slime or slat.
Let me look. We're going to get down. What does slat? I thought it was slat, slime love all the time. See, slime love all the time. Often said when a person does a gang sign, slime love all the time. What is? Slime life, slime love all the time. See, everybody's saying it's young slime love all the time. What did he just say it was?
Music, making it popular, with fans around the world saying slime or slat, meaning slime life at all times.
Oh, he said slime life at all times. See, it's slime love all the time. Like,
popular, with fans around the world saying slime or slat, meaning slime life at all times. Your slime is your brother, somebody you trust, but also to slime someone out is to do them dirty. It started as a blood term in New York and traveled along the East Coast. Now Atlanta crews like YSL get the credit for popularizing
it was in New York. I bet you that person in New York who made that slang is like, bro, Young Thug stole my shit. That nigga jacked my shit, bro. Like, because I only knew Young Thug for the slap.
There's a lot of slime shit that goes down in Atlanta.
I see blue.
The state even accused 2 YSL members of passing around phone numbers to orchestrate the murder of one of their own guys 2 months ago. Now that's real slime shit. The merch site where you can buy Thug's clothing is all green colors and slime themed, with YSL lingo being heavily branded in the imaging and the music over the years, generating tens of millions of dollars. But this was also a way for the government to track the gang's communications on social media. Everything from hand signs to snake emojis and green hearts became identifiers for Atlanta police, who knew Young Thug since he was a kid. When he broke his English teacher's arm, punched him in the face, and was forced to do 4 years in juvie.
What the? Young Thugger, Jeffrey, the nigga with the dress. He broke his...
Green hearts became identifiers for Atlanta police, who knew Young Thug since he was a kid. When he broke his English teacher's arm, punched him in the face, and was forced to do 4 years in juvie as a result.
Thug punched the teacher in 8th grade. How he got kicked out.
8th grade? I'm like my nigga Kel, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Sound like my nigga Kel. My nigga Kel on the first day of school, he called his teacher a bitch. First day of freshman year in high school. Don't even know his teacher. Don't even know that teacher. The very first day he called her a bitch. And then he came. I pull up to the house, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? His mama was like, oh, you know what your little brother did? He over there calling a bitch. He called his teacher a bitch on the first day. I was like, on the first day? No way. He don't even know her. You know, the first day they handed out syllabuses and shit. They just talking about what the school year gonna be like. How the fuck he gonna call her a bitch? And I asked him, I say, bro, did you really call your teacher a bitch? He was like, no, bro. Like, she's tweaking. Like, he was like, he made it real believable. Come to find out a year later, he told me, yeah, I really called her a bitch. He was like, she would piss me off. I was vouching for you. I was like, no, he didn't. It was the first day of school. He don't even know her. How he gonna call her a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Some people are some good ass liars. I ain't even gonna lie. That nigga lied to my face like that. I was like, what the hell?
Punch the teacher.
He punched the teacher in the mouth. Bow! Thug, I'm gonna be 100. Thug come from the slums. I'm talking about like the dirt.
Young Thug was a popular kid in and around the Cleveland Avenue area. You could even see him here at the famous Cleveland Avenue function.
Thug just seemed weird. He didn't even seem like how he would be popular. He seemed weird. Like, niggas would have thought he's like gay or something because he was wearing dress. I'm telling you, every time I brought up Young Thug was the greatest rapper in high school, everybody, he's gay, oh, you like the rapper that wear a dress and all this? I was like, bro, he's still tough.
For $25,000 and was already dropping hits, all while his crew was committing robberies, hijacking
he signed a $25,000. What the shit, ball?
The police knew all about. By the next year, Young Thug was famous, and it was confusing because he would wear dresses saying 90% of his wardrobe was women's clothes.
This is what I'm saying. You see how many, like, bro, everybody was cooking me saying, you like a nigga that wear dresses, you like a nigga that wear girl clothes, this, that. Everybody was cooking me. And I was like, I don't care. His music tough. The nigga tough.
But he had backing from big-time bloods like Birdman, who took him under his wing. It became obvious how serious Thug was when the game tried to instigate a beef with him and ended up apologizing quickly.
Real niggas won't apologize, and shit, it ain't nothing, man. It's all love, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'ma take that one. Shit.
Damn, he made Game apologize?
It's all good.
Together with Rich Homie Quan, was also
oh my God, I wish I could bring back this duo of Rich Homie. Y'all know that's actually where I got my name HomieKirk from. I got my name HomieKirk from Rich Homie Quan. But I was like, this is the whole backstory of it. I was like, bro, because everybody was like, back when I was growing up, this was like going into my freshman year, like my 8th grade year, going to freshman year. You know, it was like freshman year. Yeah, this was like freshman year. This era was like freshman year. Everybody, yeah, freshman going to sophomore year. This was sophomore year, freshman year for me. Everybody was like, bro, you look like Rich Homie Quan. You look like Rich Homie Quan. You just have the afro and all that shit. You skinny like him. You look like Rich Homie Quan. So a lot of people started calling me Rich Homie Kirk in school. And I was like, I'm not rich yet, bro. I was like, I'm not rich yet. So I just took the name HomieKirk. I just took the rich out of Rich Homie Kirk. And was like, when I get rich, I'm gonna put the rich back in there. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. And back in that day, everybody had their name as Rich Homie something, Rich Homie something, Rich Homie something. You feel me? But I was like, bro, I'm not rich yet. So I'm gonna just go by HomieKirk. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got my name right there.
Buzzing out of it.
I used to love Rich Homie Quan. Him and Young Thug as the duo. I thought when they broke up, I was gonna follow Rich Homie Quan and like Rich Homie Quan's music, but that did not work out. I went on Young Thug's side. I don't know what it was.
They were the faces of Rich Gang, an unstoppable duo. But by
that duo was like the best duo ever. I wonder what would it have been like if that duo never broke up.
Rich Homie and Young Thug suddenly split, with clips going viral of Quan calling Thug gay at a concert. The media believed this was the reason they fell apart. But the story goes much deeper.
How does it feel to make a meal?
Oh my God, this duo was amazing. They had Look, Marie, she got a put color pink because I think fell in love with it. Oh my goodness. Wait, was they both in that song? No, I think that was just Rich Homie Quan in that one. Was it? They had a lot of bangers, bro. They had a lot of bangers.
I'm sitting here like fuck a deal, cause it ain't even crossed my mind yet.
Is that Soulja Boy?
The video you see was on Birdman's private jet. You could see Rich Homie Quan with Soulja Boy and Young Thug all together having a good time. The man you see in the back here was Rich Homie Quan's manager, Donovan Thomas, who also happened to be the leader of the Inglewood family Bloods from the neighborhoods just north of Young Thug's block, Cleveland Avenue. Donovan Thomas was known in Southeast Atlanta as Nut, and on the surface, Young Thug...
Boy, ain't no way, boy. If somebody, yeah, boy, I tell you, if I was a gang member or something, y'all give me the name Nut, bro, I'm gonna be fucking tight, boy. Nut.
Donovan Thomas was known in Southeast Atlanta as Nut, and on the surface, Young Thug and Nut were friendly and even had a business relationship.
Don't call me no damn
Nut.
Nut.
Just 3 months later, it all changed. One night in the new year of 2015, Nut was outside a barbershop in Castle Hill, Atlanta, waiting to get a haircut, and a silver Infiniti creeped in from the east side. The car stopped in front of the barber's, rolled the windows down, and bullets started spraying out, killing Nut and wounding a 14-year-old boy. The 5 people in the Infiniti sedan were all YSL members, and the car itself was traced through a rental car service by the state back to Young Thug's government name.
The hell? So Young Thug went and rented a defendant Jeffrey Williams, an associate of YSL, did rent a 2014 silver Infiniti Q50 sedan from Hertz Rent-A-Car, which was used in the commission of a murder of Donovan Thomas Jr., off gang member of the 10th day of...
Who had rented it out just 3 months before. 2 weeks after the murder, Thug was on a jail call with the leader of the Sex Money Murder Blood set stationed in Atlanta, saying sacrifices had to be made and soldiers had to fall in order for the battle to be won. It was rumors that Nut had turned state and become an informant for the government, creating turbulence in the blood hierarchy. YSL had to eliminate him quick. 16 days after, Thug posted a video to Instagram saying, "You lie to your family, then get in the courtroom."
Thomas, you were saying, so a nigga lied to their mama, lied to their kids, lied to their brothers and sisters, and then right into the courtroom and tell the God's honest truth. Don't get it. Y'all niggas need to go get killed from get killed, bro, from the me and YSL and over act.
And tell the truth. Y'all need to get fucking killed, bro. from me and YSL. 3 months later, Lil Wayne's tour bus would get shot up on the highway.
Yeah, I wonder if this was really Young Thug. A lot of people say it was Young Thug, but I don't think so. Young Thug loved Wayne, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think he did this. Like, I really don't think he did this. Let me know what y'all think. I don't think he did this. I don't think he freaking tried to kill up Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne did like blow off Thug so many times. Was like, no, I don't fuck with you. I don't mess with you. I don't want to hit me this, that, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't think he did that. I don't.
Atlanta. The YSL henchman was arrested for the shooting, with Birdman getting on a tapped phone call with this YSL associate, telling him he did everything he could and to come get his money.
Tap you come out here and get this money. You good money, you did blessed, you did everything you could do, bro. Strictly business.
See, it was clear to the state that YSL was actively using their power. And back in Zone 3, the killing of Nut had spawned a war that was amplified by the music. YSL had the advantage with Young Thug's position in the music industry, but Nut was mentoring an upcoming rapper named YFN Lucci from Summer Hill.
That's how YFN Lucci got beef. I didn't even know that. I really didn't know that. I did not know that. I was like, when did Lucci? I didn't even know none of this backstory. I was like, when did Lucci and Thug start beefing?
Of Young Thug's block. And Lucci would mount named YFN Lucci from Summer Hill, just north of Young Thug's block. And Lucci would mount an offensive against Thug that would escalate dramatically, catching a bunch of YSL members that same year and forcing them to strip naked, saying fuck their gang.
Yeah, they naked. Ain't nobody tried to grab the gun like, I ain't gonna let him strip out my partners right here.
Lucci was also making good music that had practically the whole city of Atlanta in his corner, and he began using the internet to antagonize Young Thug, bragging about how he slept with Thug's fiancée, singing about having threesomes with her in songs, then wishing happy birthday to one of Young Thug's daughters publicly, even posting a photo of her to his Instagram.
What the hell?
Payback was swift and nasty. Within weeks, Lucci's house got shot up, wounding his mother in the process. At the same time, Young Thug
don't waste. That nigga is really King Slum. That nigga do not waste no time getting his get back, bro. He don't waste no time. King Slum for real.
Lucci's house got
he don't
shot
play.
Up, wounding his mother in the process. At the same time, Young Thug was elevating his YSL guys like Gunna into the industry, growing their fan base. All while back in Southeast Atlanta, YSL was hijacking cars, robbing guns, and gifting them to Young Thug and Gunna, who were moving militant, like it was a war erupting, even getting pulled over in a different county for speeding while riding with a security detail filled with YSL members who were strapped up with AK-47s.
You got dope, you got money, you got guns. Trifecta, okay?
But Young Thug always seemed to get out of trouble, bonding out, dodging the charges, and that same year, dropping a massive record with Juice WRLD. In it, Thug brags about YFN Lucci's mother getting shot, saying, I shot at his mom.
Sticky Ricky, I smoke Skittles, not no sticky. I shot at his mommy, now he no longer mentioned. I thought you say that you want smoke, and I've been coming down with the chimney. Yo, a lot of these shits in Young Thug's song went over my head. Like whenever he said, gave that lawyer close to 2 million here, I didn't even think about it like that until he got locked up. I was thinking Young Thug was not in none of the gang life and shit. Literally, he had the best cover up. He would wear dresses and shit, make it seem like he was not no gangster or nothing like that. He had YSL like tied into the music, so it just didn't even seem like a gang. It seemed like a music, and everybody wanted to follow the movement because even regular people were saying slime, like what's good slime, or was flat, like niggas was just saying that.
Now he no longer mentions me, but the music was being carefully examined by the APD, and a few months later, tensions escalated further when Thug found Lucci's car at the world-famous Lenox Mall and posted a photo of it, saying if it weren't for what Lucci did for his own family, that he would have killed them. But just months later, if it weren't for what Lucci
if it ain't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed.
He did for his own family, that he would have killed them. But just months later, in an interview, Thug said it was all for fun and that he wished Lucci nothing but success.
What's going on with you and YFN Lucci? Sometimes I just like to have fun. It's no hard feelings. I hope he get richer than me. Take care of his family for life.
Kevin, boy, Kevin. Stop it with it. Stop the kid. Stop the kid, boy. Boy is capping. He know he want him dead. Boy, he said, I just want nothing for the best of him. If you want him to be richer than me. No, you don't. Look at it with this man. I don't want him. I want the best for him. I want him to even be richer than me. Nigga lying like shit.
It's no hard feelings. I hope he get
Richer than me?
Take care of his family for life.
He was
He said
lying
that
through
lie.
his teeth, because back in Atlanta, Lucci was the target in 2 separate shootings within 2 weeks of each other, as YSL members snuck around Lucci's neighborhood at night and found him filming a music video inside a fenced-in complex. They started taking pot shots at him, with Lucci's crew returning fire in the darkness.
Everybody started shooting. They just started shooting back. We kind of knew like the area where they were coming from.
And it's crazy because Lil Wayne's daughter was messing with Lucci for the longest. Reginae Carter. Oh, she got what was it? Armand, yeah. Well, she was with this gang ass nigga that's getting shot up every day, and Lil Wayne was just like, oh, it's your life.
But it like they was outside the gate. Somebody shot my fucking road rush who was with us, man. Nigga ass on the ground, shooting on the fucking ground.
All while this was going on, the younger YSL members were expanding operations into the northeast side of the city, breaking into railroad depots, looking for shipping containers, and robbing them of their contents, posting photos of these lists on their phones of all the crews they were at war with, and that same year, traveling to the graveyard where Nut was buried, and spray painting SLAT in big green letters all over his tombstone.
Only thing y'all nigga got more than us is dead now. Like blood, we wrote this shit in blood. I probably had it before slime. And we also wrote it on nigga tombstone.
It was only a few months later, one of YSL's most prominent members had just beat a murder conspiracy case. You know him as the rapper Yak Gotti, who in 2015 was caught with rifles speeding on the highway on the way to do a retaliation hit. After another YSL member was shot and beat up at the Magic City strip club, the two picked up rifles, then got into a high-speed chase with police, crashing into a guardrail. Yak Gotti did 4 years in federal prison as a result, and was now free and building up a rap career with thugs backing. And just before Halloween, they found Lucci's car again at Lenox Mall. And Gotti decided to take a photo standing on top of the car, flipping the middle finger.
All right, let me go back, hold up.
Federal prison, he chased with police, crashing into a guardrail. The two, after another YSL member was shot and beat up at the Magic City strip club, the two picked up rifles, then got into a high-speed chase with police, crashing into a guardrail. Yak Gotti did 4 years in federal prison as a result, and was now free and building up a rap career with thugs backing. And just before Halloween, they found Lucci's car again at Lenox Mall. And Gotti decided to take a photo standing on top of the car, flipping the middle finger. When Lucci caught wind of it, Gotti turned the photo into a single cover. It was great for promo, but equally good for the police, who were quietly documenting every social media post. They would later reveal Gotti as one of the 5 members riding in the car the night of Nut's murder at the barbershop. And this photo on top of Lucci's car, in the state's eyes, proves that Gotti was actively making threats on behalf of YSL. And just a few months after Gotti took that photo, back in Atlanta, Lucci and some YFN members were riding in his Maybach, driving in the southwest side, Oakland City, Little Baby's neighborhood. They were looking for enemies, and when they found some, Oakland City, Little Baby's neighborhood. They were looking for enemies.
Wait, hold on, I'm tripping. Who did they say?
Lucci and some YFN members were riding in his Maybach, driving in the southwest side, Oakland City, Little Baby's neighborhood. They were looking for enemies, and when they found some, the YFN guys started shooting from the Maybach. The people they were shooting at sprawled out for cover, ducked, and shot back, hitting one of Lucci's guys in the head as he clung onto the Maybach doors. His own guys pushed him out the car and drove off.
Damn, they pushed the nigga out the car after he got blicked, and he went on a drill for them niggas,
leaving him to die in the street.
Adams was killed in a gun battle that developed. Then, a short distance from the scene, was dumped from the Maybach.
Treated like trash, some would say.
This failed drive-by triggered a 112-count RICO indictment of Lucci and his entire crew.
Lucci crashed out, bro. You are the face of them. You are not supposed to be driving your own car, a high-end car like that, a Maybach. That is just a crash dummy move right there. That's just, you driving nobody regular is driving a Maybach, so they know that has to be somebody important's car. Nobody doing that, bro. What the fuck?
The district attorney, who was only elected in January of that year, had been promising to go after any and all rappers with mob ties. She was doing exactly that.
These people that are committing violence, I'm taking a hard stance on them. In prison is where they're headed.
News of Lucci's takedown hit Atlanta hard, as police intercepted direct messages of YSL members talking about how the state was trying to indict them on a specific body. They were talking about Nut's murder. And to the government's surprise, the YSL members they were monitoring kept posting to social media talking about wartime. It's time to lace up. Something that baffled APD, who couldn't believe the online antics were continuing.
The brazen attitude they have, it's amazing what they're willing to
Crash
put on
outs, bro.
social media, what they're willing
Niggas be
to
crashing
talk
out for
about,
social
what
media,
they're
saying
willing to
anything
show
for
with their
social
lives.
media, doing this
Just
for
2 months
social
into the
media.
next year, 2022,
Real gangsters
in
moving
Fulton
silent.
County Prison, a guard opened 2 jail doors simultaneously, leaving Lucci alone and exposed. He was attacked by a YSL member who started stabbing him with a homemade shank. But Lucci survived, and the next month, the mother of Young Thug's child was murdered in Atlanta.
They laughed. She laughed. They laughed at us when they drove off in the car still shooting. They laughed while my sister was on that ground.
Most believed it was retaliation for the attack. He was murdered, but Lucci survived, and the next month, the mother of Young Thug's child was murdered in
I do
Atlanta.
remember this.
They laughed. She laughed. They laughed at us when they drove off in the car still shooting. They laughed while my sister was on that ground.
Most believed it was retaliation for the attack on Lucci, but it was actually just a freak coincidence. A random argument at a bowling alley that led to someone pulling the trigger.
I do remember.
killing Young Thug's baby mom.
I listened to the story of what happened to this that night. It was so sad, bro. It's so sad, bro.
Which shows you how violent Atlanta was getting. Local journalist George Cheedy says this is only the beginning of a systemic takedown of rap crews in the city that are tied to violence.
Dang it, Trap Giddy hasn't
Like I said, there are
updated this.
other
I want to see what he was talking about about the Gunna situation.
Chock a block every month or two, probably for years, until the murder rate starts to fall.
See, Georgia is one of only 7 states with RICO laws at the state level, and they've been taking down crews left and right. First, the feds arrested Rallo, who they claim was charting planes carrying millions of dollars worth of weed across state lines. Then the state took down Hood Rich Pablo and 25 of his guys on a RICO
everybody
sting
getting
in
arrested,
Zone
bro.
6. Then last year, the DA nabbed YFN Lucci, and this year, they took down Young Thug and YSL with 200
Too bad. Little baby's gonna go untouched.
pieces of evidence the state is ready to present. You're gonna see serious discussions on what's classified as art versus what the government can use in your music against
Little baby going untouched.
That's
Little
it for
baby
this
going
video.
untouched, bro.
Leave me a comment on what
That's
video
all I have to
should
say
do
on that
next,
one.
and I will see.
Little baby going untouched. Trap don't even have 1 million subs. Surprised on that. Somebody said he would have 5 million if he was consistent. Doesn't Trap Geek upload all the time? 9 months, 5 days. Oh nah, he hadn't posted in a long time. He be posting like 1 video a year. What the hell? For like 2-3 videos a year. Don't even post that much. He still be running up the views, bro. He know what to post. But I know these videos take a long time. You gotta go get all that information for it, bro. All right, yeah, that was the end of the show. Hope y'all enjoyed. You feel me? You want to see more of the shows live? You want to be interacting in the chat and all that? Follow me on caffeine.tv. I stream live every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We be doing a whole bunch of stuff besides 2K and all that extra in there. But appreciate it, Larry. Hope y'all enjoy. Be your boy, your favorite